And gone! And gone! Bowl.
Oh, and this time he...
How he goes about it. And Kim runs down. And Masono pulls it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Willowmoore Park Cricket Stadium, where we are about to witness a match between Eastern Storm versus the ACDC Express Tuskers. Coming onto the field, Easterns won the toss, decided to bowl first. And the two umpires walking in who are going to be officiating in this game is Yanni Erasmus and Willowmoore. Yanni Erasmus will be standing from the north end and Willowmoore will be standing from the south end. And with me today, obviously, because I'm not alone, is Mr. Gert Benoni to help me carry and deliver this game to you at home while you're sitting in the comfort of your house.
Hopefully a bit cooler than we are experiencing at the moment, Colin. Thank you very much for that warm welcome. And yes, it's what a beautiful day in the East Rand in Gauteng. It is the Tuskers taking on the Storm, and no storms predicted for today. Maybe just a couple of big hits, hopefully.
Yeah, normally here in the East, when it does rain, it rains heavy. Luckily for us today, there is no storm or rain predicted, so we're looking to finish the game. And as you say, beautiful weather here at the East at Willowmoore Park.
It's going to be a fantastic game. We're in for a scorcher. Both teams want to walk away with the win. Obviously, the home field advantage going to the Eastern Storm, winning the toss, and they might have seen something in the pitch because they elected to field.
Yeah, they're home ground here, so they know it very well, and I think they backed themselves from after having played 5 and won 5, so they backed themselves in chasing a total. And here at Willowmoore Park, normally a flat pitch, you're comfortable to chase here any day, anytime.
And a very good chasing ground as well. It is mammoth outfield.
Surprisingly, Eastern's opening the the bowling with Simelane, and his first ball slightly pitched short and cut for 4 by Cameron Shackleton there for 4. So surprisingly that they're opening with a spin.
Now they might have seen something in the deck, just dropping that one short, and Cameron Shackleton very quick on the back foot, opening his account with a boundary.
That's a better ball from Simelane there, and but taken one down towards that 45 square leg area for 1. Puts Rapulane on the strike. He had a good knock last time when he played on Friday, when he scored his 83 or 59 balls. So he's quite confident and will be feeling very, very. He will be backing himself to say he's got this.
Yeah, it's Kagiso Rapulane, the 33-year-old.
And we say that Simelane pitches it short and Rapulane picks it out over square leg there for 4.
Ideal start for the East, for the ACDC Tuskers. Not quite what the captain had in mind when he threw the ball to Simelane. So listen, let's put some pressure on the first over, maybe trying to buy an over of spin. But it's turning out to be a very expensive purchase.
Yeah.
Already 9 coming from it in the first 3 deliveries.
That's not what the captain would have wanted. Better ball from Simelane there. That's his first better ball of this over. Dot ball.
Now, good fielding of his own bowling as well. He's a very good fielder, is Simelane.
Bowls it slightly just down leg, and Rapulane just nice and easy takes it for 1 towards that mid-on area to get his 1. Yeah, this over is very not an ideal start what the Eastern Storm would have wanted, or what Grant Thompson, the captain of Eastern Storm, would have wanted. Another 1 run there from Shackleton to finish off the over. Very expensive over from Simelane to start off the game. And as you know, in cricket, those momentum kind of starts hurt is what a batting team will be looking for.
Absolutely, what a batting team is looking for is just getting that first bat on ball. Just feeling that first one, and Shackleton got an absolute gift, and so did Rapulane, his first delivery, just with 1 short. So both of them got off to a bit of a flyer. It is just getting everything going, get the feet moving, and the Eastern Storm did not help their situation whatsoever.
Yeah, bowling on from the north end now would be Andrews Rasemene. He was not really pick of the bowlers in their last game against Eastern Cape Vignati, but he got 1 of 34 in his 4 overs. I'm sure he'll be looking to improve on those stats, especially as their lead pace bowler in this team. And he will be bowling to Cameron Shackleton.
Yeah, a lot of experience as well, the 29-year-old. Busy with his 25th T20 first class match.
Opens with a dot ball just outside off stump, and the batsman just having a look there, and better start than the previous over. Start with a dot ball, which is what the captain will be looking for, not what happened in the last over. And as you said, I mean, both batters in their first ball got off with a 4 each.
It just looked like he's getting a bit of shape as well. That ball just moving away from the right-hander. Shackleton just letting it go, maybe just trying to assess how much swing there is.
Another good ball from Rasemene. Again, another dot ball, which is exactly like we said, what the captain will be looking for. And a bit of shape there for the bowler. Looks like there's a bit of movement there early on.
Yeah, he's boasting with his best figures in T20 cricket is 3 for 16 in 4 overs. Strike rate is every 17. Quick signal.
Risky one. Oh, that's a direct hit. We'll see what the umpire says. The umpire says not out. That from where we are sitting there looked like there was something there, but the umpire says not out. Good fielding, good cricket all round.
Yeah. Quick call for a single there. You could see almost Shackleton running in surprise to the non-striker's end, and you got to feel if they threw that ball to the non-striker's end, Shackleton would have been found wanting by at least 2 meters.
Yeah, and we would have, if that had missed, and we would have said if that was a direct hit, it would have been out. But that was a direct hit, and it means Rapulane was very quick on running that one. A very risky one run, but runs are runs in this game, and runs are money. So
yeah, that's a key from T20 cricket, is not necessarily those boundaries, but also eliminating the dots, making sure there's not a lot of dot deliveries. It's been a great start here for the experienced fast bowler.
oh, balls are just outside, not really, in fact, just over off stump, and it's just jaunty. Kagiso Rapulane gave himself a bit of room and ended up missing that one.
Yeah, you'll hear us referring a lot to Rapulane as jaunty. He's kind of a nickname they gave him, and it's stuck because he's such a dynamo in the field. He loves that backward point area as well, as the great Jonty Rhodes used to do.
Yeah, very experienced guys. Moved around a bit, originally from Soweto in Meadowlands, and made his move. Good ball there from Rasemane. He now just needs to finish this over nicely. But yeah, no, Jonty has moved around, man. He's a bit of experience. Has gone, played at Northwest as well, played for Lions, and is now with the Tuskers. Very, very experienced, and every winter he makes sure that he goes overseas to England to go play during the summer season, that's it. There again, he double steps Rapulane to miss that one, to finish the over.
That was a much better over than the first one. It's almost a bit of a letdown after that first one, if you are a supporter of the ACDC Tuskers.
Yeah, no, definitely. And a man from Tumelo Simelane will be very, very disappointed with that, because when they played against the Eastern Cape Inyati on Friday, in his 4 overs he got away for 11 runs. So in just his 1 over now, he's gone past 11 runs. So he wouldn't be happy with this. But having said that, there's a change of bowling immediately from the south end, and Khan is coming on to bowl, and I say Khan, and there's 2 Khans in this team. Aman Khan is bowling from the south end to replace Tumelo Simelane. And as he runs in, he stops from his run-up. It wasn't as smooth as he would have wanted it.
Also looks like he's maybe just bowling into the wind a bit. Not all fast bowlers like bowling into the wind. It's a lot of hard work.
And it's not like there's too much wind in this beautiful Willowmoore Park today. And he tries again. And he bowls a straight one, and it gets hit straight by Shackleton, and the 2 fielders are running in to save that 4, and they get 3 runs from that first ball.
Great effort by the 2 fielders there, immediately being called there for some help. Might have just slid over his fingers, as we see the medic just running towards the fielder there. Sometimes when you slide across the deck, you just hit the ball and maybe just splits that webbing.
Yes.
Or just get one right on the fingernail.
And that's a big man, Leba, very, very big man. For him to go down, there's definitely something that has immediately he's going off with the physio, and they are sending in 12 men to go field, replace him.
It's Aaron Visser on the park. Going to replace the big guy. Physio's putting out some extra steps there. 2 for every Libba's 1.
Divan Pastamas is the man replacing him. And the physio is immediately working on him. We'll see if let's hope he'll get back, because they need him as a spinner and a middle batter who hits it, and hits it very hard. And Jonty hits it straight to the 12-man Postamas for 1.
Yeah, just the one. It almost looks like between him and Shackleton, they're not quite getting the timing down the ground. Just struggling to really punch it down, but they keep the scoreboard ticking. making sure that there's runs on the board, no dot balls bowled at them.
Yeah, no, definitely, and you need that. Those ones, very, very crucial in this game. Oh, thought that was a bit of a nick, but didn't quite really middle it, but got enough of a bet just to get one down to third man.
And that's exactly what we've been saying. Is and it's a no ball as well. Naughty,
Yeah,
from the bowler. Maybe just going for that extra yard of pace, a little bit extra bounce every now and again. You can just stretch that front foot, and no ball. That means that Rapalana's got a free hit.
could see that Grant Thompson, the captain, not very happy with that. Immediately ran to the bowler to maybe just to call him into order, to say you can't be bowling those, no? Especially not at this stage.
The only good thing for Thompson is that it's not Shackleton on strike, so you can change the field for Rapalana. He's got mid-on the fence.
And Jonty, knowing that he's got a free hit, tried to hit that as hard as he can, but not really middled it, hitting it straight to that fielder, Postumus, at long on there.
Thompson immediately recognizing that they're struggling to time it down the ground. He brought that deep square in, dropped mid-on the fence, so they had third man and mid-on, and just asked the bowler, look, you've already overstepped once. Just get it nice, full and straight, make sure that it hits in the V. Now they've brought that mid-on or long on to mid-on again, and they got the deep square back on the fence for Shackleton.
And Aman Khan coming in to bowl to Shackleton, and wow, what a beautiful ball. That was a beautiful ball that was really unplayable, and shaving him, just going past his chest. Beautiful ball from Aman Khan.
That's a fast bowler's bread and butter. Bit of a way shape to the right-hander, extra bounce, and oh, look where the keeper took it, right in front of his eyes. That's a lovely carry as well. I think that no ball might have just sparked something in Khan.
Yes. And talking of a keeper, surprising, I see the keeper nowadays, Gert, I'm old school, man. Still prefer keepers wearing keeping pads, but I see nowadays, whoa! What? That was a chance for a catch, and Grant Thompson dropping it there. Quite sharp catch, but it was at this level, I think that was supposed to have been taken by Grant Thompson.
At this level, that should have been swallowed. And oh my word, it's the captain. You can just look at him. He is absolutely distraught. He can't believe he put that down. As a captain, every now and again, you just drift a bit because there's so much going on. There's so many plans to be made, and I think that's what happened there. But oh, a dolly and a life for Shackleton.
And again, the Shackleton hits the bowler too straight to Grant Thompson. They say, well, when you're having a bad day on the field, sometimes the ball tends to follow you. And the next ball immediately went to Grant Thompson.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if it's not your day, it's not your day. And the other way around, when it's your day, it's your day. Hopefully this will be Shackleton's day for the ACDC Express Tuskers. He had one life being dropped on 11. Kagiso Rapalana is 7 from 8. And the Tuskers, after a very brisk first over start that went for 11, they are on 20 for no loss. And that could have been so different.
Yeah, remember that you stand a chance to win a 1 million at the end of a T20 challenge tournament. Simply catch the ball with one-handed off a 6 hit during a televised T20 challenge cricket match. The catch must be captured and clearly visible on stadium video or TV camera broadcast, as it will be audited. Visit www.cricket.co.za for more information. Ozanawe, be part of it.
Yeah, that's only... If you're a cricket lover, that should be the only site in your browser, is at www.cricket.co.za. So we see another one there. Just a leg by given.
Andrew Rasimane continuing from the north end, bowling to Kagiso Rapalana. that was, I think, not a planned shot by Rapulane there, but fortunately got 2 runs, and that big gap down on the leg side gave them that opportunity to come back for the second shot.
Yeah, and the fielder there was Shavir Khan. Just fumbled. Every now and again we struggle to find the words to describe a shot because that wasn't in a coaching manual, that
No.
one. Just hurried on to him.
And Rasemane goes and he goes straight down, and Rapulane hits him straight over his head for 4 runs.
Lovely use of the feet, just meeting the ball in his half, and said, hold on, that previous one might not have been planned, but this is premeditated.
Yeah, no, that was a beautiful shot by Kagiso Rapulane there.
And thanks to everyone that's come out as well. There's a bit of a crowd in. We had a semi-final for the SA Schools 20 this morning. There's still a few of those youngsters hanging around, supporting the senior teams.
Yeah. And knowing that at Willowmoore Park there's 4 other fields or 4 other cricket grounds just on the outside. There's also some T20 club cricket happening again. There's about 2 games that will be happening, as you can see on the far side there behind the south stand. There's a match that will be played on that side. So quite a bit of some activities here. Rasemane bowls, and immediately the umpire calls it a wide.
That was a bit of an easy call. I can understand the frustration from being charged down, but he got a bit carried away with that one a tad.
Yeah.
That was a mammoth no ball. You could even see the keeper just jumping up and trying to save that one.
Yeah, no, the way that one went, it looked like he was bowling on a trampoline.
Oh,
Just went way over the batsman's head. 3 Rapulanes in terms of height would have missed that ball. And Rapulane picks it up for 1-2 bounces for 4. That is not great bowling from Rasemane. Bowled it short, and as I said earlier on, this man is in good form. Rapulane, who has scored 83 from 59 balls in his last game against Mpumalanga Rhinos. So will be backing himself, and if you bowl short to him, and he's always been known, John Rapulane, to be a good puller of a ball.
and he's kind of made that shot his own. That it's almost a fall away pull that he has, and he does that to make sure that the ball goes in front of square and not behind a square, because they do have someone down at deep square. Now moved that person down to a deep mid wicket.
Oh, and Jonty tries to do the same thing and skies it up, and a very, very comfortable catch for the keeper, Dane Rousseau, to get Jonty Rapulane out. Good recovery by Rasemane, and that shot really from Jonty Rapulane, especially after hitting the 2 4s, the 2 previous balls. That was a bit of a greedy shot. Maybe that should not have been. But again, as an experienced batter in this team, that was not the shot to be played.
Absolutely, they've already achieved their run rate of around about 8, and he just wanted to put more pressure on Rasemane. I think he misjudged and he premeditated once again. After that short ball, I don't think that he thought that Rasemane is going to drag one short again, and that's what actually caught him. As soon as he left that crease, ball just got big on him, and a big top edge. And finally, after winning the toss and electing to field, the Eastern Storm is something to celebrate.
Yeah, and I wonder if that was the plan from Rasemane, because every time he's been bowling to Rapulane, it was just short, except for that shot that was hit down straight for 4 towards the south, the north stand here. Everything else has been short, so I don't know if that was the plan.
Well, if there was the plan, credit to the bowler, credit to the captain. That was executed to perfection then.
Yeah, and talking of the captain, I see now he's carrying drinks and he's going off the field. I don't know if there's something wrong with Grant Thompson, the captain.
I think he might be feeling the after effects of that drop catch at mid wicket.
Yeah, and they send the 12th man, or in this case the 13th man, Mark Pierce.
We already have Leander Libbe off as well. He got a bit of a hand injury. Don't see him on the field as of yet.
Yeah, not on the field yet. So it means that injury may be something a bit serious.
Carl Nipper, the new batter. Oh,
Yeah, starts off with a wide to Carl Nipper, Rasimene.
Carl Nipper has been around for quite a while. Left-handed bat. Played it for a few seasons there and down by the Dolphins as well. 36 years old. Approaching his 37th birthday. That'll be on the 25th of November. About a month or so away.
Yeah, very close by. Better ball from Rasimene, but the batter just tipping it just down to third man for one. And that brings an end to Rasimene's over. 14 runs in those 2 overs of Rasimene. And let's see if they are still continuing. Yes, it looks like they're continuing with Khan from the south end.
Oh,
Khan.
He bowled a very good over. Only conceded a couple of runs. Very unlucky not to pick up Cameron Shackleton. He was dropped in mid-wicket by the captain, Grant Thompson.
Yeah, very, very poor drop, that one from Grant Thompson. And Shackleton is still on board and still batting.
Yeah, 66 innings for the experienced left-handed. Carl Nipper. He's got a strike rate of 108, approaching that 110. Average of 23, which is not too bad for T20 cricket.
Yeah, no, that's very good for this kind of game. Especially they needed that run rate. And Khan just misses that bat of the batter, bowling it just that 6th stump line, slightly short, and the batter having a go at it, but missing it. At this stage, as I said, they will need that run rate. If you look at their run rate now at 8.2 runs and over, not bad. I mean, after 4 overs, they're sitting on 34 runs. So very, very good batting so far from ACDC Express Tuskers. That's exactly what they need, looking at what they, after the loss that they had. Oh, inside edge. Was that an inside edge? Going down to the keeper. Brilliant, brilliant save by the keeper that. And the two fielders, his colleagues going to him to give him some hands to say well done on that stop.
Yeah, give him some skin, because that was a brilliant, brilliant stop. Very athletic, Donnie Rousseau.
Yeah, if he had missed that, it was a definite 4. I don't think the fielder would have reached that one.
Shafir Khan would not have got there. That ball's coming and building up a nice bit of steam and a bit of pace here is Khan.
And batsman just hits that one, just cuts it towards that cover area, and he comes back for 2 runs. Beautiful shot, slightly wide from the bowler. He could have, I mean, his first 2 balls were slightly close to the body. That one is slightly away from the body and made it very, very easy for the batter.
Tumelo Simelane making a great stop there at point. Just getting a hand to it, saving 2 runs for his team.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier when he stopped one from his fielding. That is a very good fielder. And Khan going again and gets stopped in that area. This time around they get 1. And it gets stopped this time in that very same area with the fielder in the ring. Beautiful recovery. Fisser stopped that one. Beautiful fielding from him.
Yeah, just dropping short, and it just looks like Khan has got a bit of a bone to pick with Carl Nipper. Got the outside part of the bat. Nipper couldn't get a wide one away, and that one just not carrying to that gully fielder.
Beautiful, beautiful bowling from Khan. That's a better, I think, out of all these balls so far in this over, that was a far much better ball to bowl, even though they still got 1.
That's just what puts the Tuskers apart from the other teams at the moment, is the running between the wickets. They trust each other. There's not a lot of yes, no. We saw it in the very first match when they took on Limpopo as well, the very cold Limpopo that day.
Yeah.
And the running between the wickets was phenomenal.
You say cold Limpopo. That
Oh.
doesn't sound usual. It's, Limpopo is never a cold area. Oh, Khan bowled beautifully there, and Shavir Khan doing beautiful fielding here at the boundary to save 4 runs, and they come back for 2 runs.
Again, just getting the outside part of the bat of Carl Nipper, and he's just not comfortable against Khan. It's just that extra bit of bounce that's making it very uncomfortable and the life difficult for the batters. And yeah, like I said, that first match in Limpopo, it was freezing. I think it was a high. And for anyone who knows the demographic of South Africa, Limpopo, if you're talking about a maximum high of 14 degrees in Limpopo, they couldn't even find an urn to give us some coffee at that one stage because they're not used to having degrees at 1 o'clock of 14.
Yeah.
That's the end of the over. One more over to go in the power play. It is 40 for the loss of 1. And you mentioned that run rate, exactly 8 to the over.
That's good to see the captain coming back. Looks maybe he just went to the gents and come back and no injury. It's always good when the captain is on the field, not sitting outside.
And we had Arman Khan from the one end. Now we've got the left armer, Shavir Khan, bowling from the north end.
Yeah, Shavir Khan, JP boy, local boy here from Actonville, but went to JP boys, and he's come back to the area. Plays for a local club here called Actonville Spurs Cricket Club, and he bowls one just slightly short outside off stump and gets tipped away by Shackleton for 1 to the sweeper there at the boundary.
Now it'll be interesting to see if Nipper's got the same problem with the other Khan as he had with Arman.
Interesting field, this captain packing that offside for Nipper, and Nipper just tucks it just towards that vacant mid-wicket area for 1. So with this field placing, it looks like Khan should be bowling it just outside off stump. If he bowls anything straight, it's an easy one because that mid-wicket area is very, very open.
Nice.
To the right-hander, similar field, but at least mid-wicket is there. And as I say, that it's straight to that mid-wicket area, and unlike the previous one, it saved the no one. If it was the left-hander, that would have been an easy one because they don't have that mid-wicket field.
Yeah, it just looks like he's getting a bit of shape into the right hand, and that could have been what's happening with the left hand on strike. He's trying to get that miracle shape away from the left hander. This one just moving into Shackleton, got the inside part of the bat.
Beautiful shot there by the batter, hitting it straight to mid-off.
Chris Britz looks like he's on as well there. Just stretching, feeling those glutes.
The man on form for Storm. They wouldn't want him. They wouldn't want to see him having a bit of a niggle. It depends. What a shot from the batter. Did not even bother to run there, hitting it just that vacant mid-wicket area over 2-3 bounces for 4. Beautiful shot, and Shavir Khan won't be happy with it. He's also pitching it slightly short, and these Tuskers, anything short, they get rid of it.
Yeah, very dismissive there by Carl Nipper. Has been struggling to time, and that one was timed beautifully.
Beautiful bowling from Khan. Good recovery. Bowling it just outside off stump, and better Nipper going to just defend it in front and taking 1 to end the over at 48 runs for 1 after 6 overs.
And great cricket there by Carl Nipper after the boundary. Didn't try and go for a 1 because there's 1 delivery left in the power play. Said we'll settle. They scored the 8 that they wanted. They're exactly on 8 to the over. It's 48 for the loss of 1. It's just Rapulana who lost his head a bit. Caught by Rousseau. Bowled by Andrew Rasamene.
And immediately Grant Thompson, the captain, drops those 5 fielders to the boundary. It amazes me, this Gert, that whenever the power play is finished, the captains always, like with any doubt, they just drop those 5 fielders, as if they are forced to do that. But I understand maybe in this game it's understandable because the bowlers are also not bowling that great. They're bowling too short. Change of bowler from the south end, and he opens with a beautiful ball there. Britz, Chris Britz, bowling from the south end.
Yeah, I got that one to rise up on Nipper. Just hitting it on the splice. He's not as quick as Khan, but he does bowl a heavy ball.
Yeah, looks like it's a skiddy kind of bowling. Very, very good players. I mean, he also, you see his batting later on. I mean, in the game against Inyati on Friday, he scored that 48 not out of about 43 balls. Beautiful player. Good all-round player to have in a team. Good fielder, good bowler, good batter. You know, he's exactly what you need in a team. Can do the bits and pieces of everything.
Yeah, he played his under 17 cricket there up north at Northerns. Just maturing nicely. Was born here in Benoni.
Yeah, born here in Benoni, went across to Northerns, went to Pretoria Boys, and then he's come back home now.
Yeah, he's come back home to finish or start up what hopefully will be a promising career. As you mentioned, he's been pretty decent with the bat. His bowling stats. He's not bowled a lot in T20 cricket.
Yeah, good ball there as you speak. Bowls it nice and straight. From where we are sitting, if we had a batter had missed it, it was definitely going to be a bowled. Bowling very, very well.
He's one of those bowlers, if you miss, I hit sort of bowler. Someone who can really trust in these middle overs. You've got the field out if he misdirects one, but he's very full, very straight. They've got the long on and long off on the fence for both these players.
Not an easy one to be bowling to left and right. He bowls it straight, immediately adjusted very well to the right-hand bat, and batter hit it straight to the fielder, the captain, Grant Thompson.
You just see he's keeping it very, very simple. Bowling it at the stumps, so it doesn't matter if it's a left or right hander. He's bowling very attackingly, forcing the batters to play.
One there too long one there, beautiful one. I wonder if the fielder Leber, what has happened to him, if because he hasn't come back on the field. It looks like that injury is a very serious one.
Like I said, he might have just split the webbing. So we waited for him to get on the park again. After that over, it's 52 for the loss of 1 after 7 overs. Great over there by Britz, only conceding the 4 runs.
It's just been confirmed now that Lever's been taken to the hospital for stitches on his hand. So that is 1 player down.
Oh, a big player.
Yeah,
for
big
the
player.
Eastern Storm.
Good off-spin bowler and good batter, as I said earlier, and who bats nicely in the middle. So they're going to miss him on the field as their top bowler in the team. And change of bowling from the north end is Tumelo Simelane coming on. He had bowled earlier on and bowled a very expensive over. Let's see how he recovers this time. And he opens up with just 1 to the right-hand batsman there, who hits him just to that mid-wicket area for 1. Yeah, his first over went for 11 runs. If I look at what he did against Eastern Cape Inyati, in his 4 overs he went for 11 runs. So he will be looking to recover from his first over. He's also now got that left and right combination to contend with. And as we said, that the batter hits it straight towards him, but just on his right hand side. He was looking to dive for it, but the fielder, I think the batter was on his way and he couldn't get there.
Devon Murray picking the ball up. And yeah, it's often surprising how they come back in just the second, third and fourth over a lot better.
And the batter picks it up and hits it straight to the fielder, Shavir Khan does a beautiful job in stopping it and getting 2 runs in that over. That was definitely written for all over that, but the fielder did very well.
It almost looked like he didn't expect the ball to carry as long as it did because it was just pushed over Grant Thompson.
And he hits it the very same shot, and this time goes all the way for 6 runs. Beautiful shot.
It's Cameron Shackleton who's finding the middle of the bat all of a sudden. 2 in a row, the one nearly swallowed by Shavir Khan, and this one again just eluding him. We mentioned in the startup, it is a very big oval here at Willowmoore Park, and he cleared that by just about a couple of meters. Well, that's our first maximum for the day.
Yeah, no, it looks like Shackleton has just decided that they need to not up that run rate a bit. And a great, beautiful ball and great recovery from the bowler, the Simelane.
Not allowing Simelane to settle. Might realize that Liver is off the field, so they are 1 top order spinner short.
Beautiful bowling from Simelane. That's beautiful to finish off the over. 62 for 1 after 8 overs.
That's great bowling and lovely batting. And then we saw that one just really grip and turn, that 5th delivery in that over. Just a bit of grip and turn there by Simelane. And these batters are not allowing him to settle. That over went for 10 as well. So double figures for Simelane when it comes to runs per over. His 2 overs are going for 21 runs. And only the 1 wicket thus far, which is great news for the ACDC Express Tuskers. Still 9 wickets in hand.
And Britz coming in again from the south end. I think Britz is the guy that now is filling up for that 5th bowler for Easterns, because he normally is not your bowler in this team. But because now we've heard that the Labour has gone to hospital, the captain has thrown the ball to Britz to say just bowl me a few overs. And so far he's doing very well.
He's doing a fantastic job. If that is his job where he's a stand-in bowler, tell you what, he's making a case for himself to actually bowl a lot more in games.
Definitely. I mean, if you look at Simelane, who's their number 1 spin bowler, has already gone for 21 in his 2 overs. Chris Britz is doing a fantastic job to fill up for Labour. He might have maybe just signed up his new role as well in the team to say, well, I'm not just your batter, I can do a bit of bowling as well. And he bowls it to Shackleton, just slightly down leg, and Shackleton just nudges it all the way down to Squele, who's at the boundary for 1.
Aman Khan with the big cannon of an arm that we know he possesses. Picked it up and bounced it into the wicket keeper. No, he's doing a fantastic job. His 9 deliveries have only gone for 6 runs and it's all been singles.
Yeah, no, the captain won't complain there. I think Britz is doing a brilliant job. And as we say, that commentator's Kes, who is saying he's bowling a beautiful one, and this one he bowls it just slightly full, and the batter says thank you very much. He hits it all the way straight to that cover region for 4.
Yeah, it's the very first one that he's actually over pitch. He's been hitting that back of length, those hard lengths the whole time. And it's the first one that Kyle Naber could actually drive, and not too far away from that man at extra cover, just away to his left.
And Britz bowls a slightly fuller one this time, but slightly straighter, and the batsman just hits its nipper just straight for 1 to that long on at the boundary, but who's actually not, or you see now he's going away back to the boundary.
His partnership has moved on to 37. Just quietly going along. Carl Nipper finding his feet. Shackleton's finding his timing as well.
Yeah, but Nipper, you could see that is the man with intent. Even there, it's just nudging it for two, that mid-wicket area. I don't know if the captain can see, because they've been running a lot of runs in that mid-wicket area region. And still, the captain doesn't place a fielder, especially for Nipper, the lefty. So I don't know if that is the plan. They want him to play there, and looking for an inside edge or something. But Nipper is the man. I mean, he's got now 21 runs of 17 balls. Shackleton 29 of 26 balls, and that over, the ninth over, they finish with 71 runs for 1.
And they're still around about that 8 to the over. Run rate 7.9. There's still 11 overs left as Shavir Khan is coming back from the North End.
Yeah. Cricket South Africa and Hollywood Bets are excited to bring you the Hollywood Bets Pro Series, Women's Professional League, made up of the Hollywood Bets Pro 50 and Hollywood Bets Pro 20, starting Friday the 4th of October 2024. For more information, visit www.cricket.co.za. It's our time, Ozanawe.
Now we just saw the one there in a brilliant women's cricket season. Thanks to Hollywood Bets coming on board there. Doing great work. Second season that women's cricket has gone professional. It's exciting times for women's cricket, as we know that the World Cup is also on the go, the T20 World Cup for the ladies.
Yeah. Now Shavir Khan still bowling from the north end and bowling it, and the batter hits it straight to the man on the field, Fissa, who catches it beautifully at that long on area. What a beautiful catch.
And what a very unnecessary shot by Cameron Shackleton. We saw that in the previous over as well, where he just chipped one from Similani and nearly down the throat of the bowler Shavir Khan, and then another one just cleared the fence. This again, just chipping the ball, and that fielder literally did not have to move. It was absolutely gobbled him. So a very unnecessary shot by Cameron Shackleton, throwing a very promising innings away for 29 of 27 deliveries. Oh, Aaron Visser making that look very, very easy.
Yeah, and you can see the batter, they're not happy at all with himself. He's still kicking the ground and hitting his bat and all of that. But unfortunately, he's only got himself to blame. He's the man that played that shot. But yeah, Visser took a beautiful shot and actually did not have to move at all. It just came down straight to his throat, and it took a beautiful catch.
Now the next batter in is Sean Gilson, and I saw him for the first time really explode onto the scene. His second innings he played against Limpopo on that very cold Saturday afternoon, and what a timer of the ball this young man is. I say young man, he's 25 years old, but compared to us, he's pretty young.
No.
Colin?
Yeah, we've got the right to call him a young man.
He also bowls a bit of leg break, picked up 3 wickets in that game as well, blasted his highest score of 71, and that included a couple of mammoth sixes, where a couple of windscreens was in serious peril. His average at T20 cricket at the moment is 42, but his strike rate is 131, so he's really someone to have a look at for the future.
Yeah, I know Sean Gibson, who Khan is bowling to the new man on the crease, would be feeling very confident with himself. I mean, he scored 44 runs in his last game against Rhinos, in that game that they lost in the Super Over. So he would be backing himself to score runs. He's a man on form.
Yeah, he scored that 71. Also against Board, he scored 35, and then they didn't have a great time.
And Khan just bowling it, a bit of a starter and start between the two batters, not communicating properly. One saying no, one saying yes, but eventually they took the 1 run, and Rasimane they took and threw towards the bowler, and attempted run out, but batsman making it comfortably at home.
Oh, and they nearly shook hands at one end there. Bit of a conference.
Gibson, the Newman, just hits it just down that mid-wicket area again, that vacant mid-wicket area, and then just tucks it in there for one. Let's see if Shabir Khan will now finish this over strong with one ball left in this over. ACDC Express Tuskers are doing very well at this stage at 7.6 runs and over. And Khan bowls one beautifully to finish off the over. 75 for 2 after 10 overs, halfway stage.
Yeah, Gilson and Nipper, the two lefties, had a bit of miscommunication there. Luckily the throw wasn't very good for the Nipper. Gilson was very keen for that run.
Yeah.
Nipper is 23 of 20, 75 for the loss of 2, still 8 wickets in hand. They're halfway through the innings, 10 overs gone.
I think we will see from Gibson what is the message from the coach to say what do they look to accelerate a bit, taking into consideration they've got wickets in hand. And Gibson was involved with Rapulane in that game in a 69-run partnership. So they would be looking for a partnership here between Gilson and Nipper. And I think you mentioned earlier on in that earlier partnership before Shackleton went out, they were already sitting on about 37 runs partnership, so they were looking good.
Now, very important in T20 cricket, it's not just that one explosive batter, you need someone with him, you need a partner on the other side. What would you say is a competitive score here at Willowmoore Park? 160, 175?
Yeah, 180 is a good score here at Willowmoore Park, and the bowler here, Britz, still continuing from the south end. Captain very happy with his part-timer. I don't know if we've got the right to call him that because he's bowling beautifully so far.
Yeah, he's actually been bowling better than his set bowlers. As Britz. It's probably not fair to call him a part-time, but in T20 cricket, he's only bowled about 18 deliveries. So he hasn't bowled quite a lot. Oh, that one is just almost flat batted to cover. Just got big on him. Might have tried to hit that one a bit straighter.
Yeah, I'm sure Britz must have maybe bowled or impressed the captain at the nets. And he said, well, if you can bowl like that, maybe you must bowl once and one or few in the middle in the game. And so far, he's not disappointed.
Oh, that was another, just trying to hit the ball too hard. And Willowmoore Park is such a big field, you don't really need to do that. You just need to pick the gaps, and it's 2s and 3s is the call of the day.
Yeah, and the outfield we've seen today is very quick. If you just place that nicely, you'll get rewarded.
Yeah, Chris Britz is his list A career. Also, not only bowled about 81 deliveries, so he's definitely not a first big bowler. But you've made the point that he's definitely putting his hand up, and just look at that, hitting those hard lengths. And he's probably the one bowler, apart from Aman Khan, that they've struggled to actually time that ball against.
You're quite right there, Gert. I mean, if you look now, he's about to finish this over, and so far, he's only gone for 14 runs.
It's just that one boundary ball that he bowled in the previous over. Got to close out this over well. Just pulling up. Oh, fast bowlers are superstitious. Once something falls wrong under the foot, you don't bowl. There was a blade of grass there, not the previous delivery, so you stop. This one just played up in the air, and oh my word! Looks like Shabir Khan just couldn't get around and finding the outside part of the bat. That could have been his first T20 wicket for Britz, and a phenomenal over again. 15 coming in his 3, and he's just pulled that run rate back to 7.
Yeah, at one stage it was sitting at 8.5, so it's taken down a bit, and I must say very, very impressed with this Britz. And so far, has gone for 15 runs in his 3 overs. So it looks like the captain will bowl him right through. Why not? Because he's delivered on what was required of him.
Yeah, in T20 cricket, if you can go at only 5 to the over, that's brilliant going. Especially on a big field like Willowmoore Park. North end, Xavier Khan, left armer continuing to Kalnippa. Little shimmy down the track and just bringing long on into the game.
Yeah, Fissa, the man who took that beautiful catch at that position, who's come in.
Yeah, now Gilson on strike. Oh, Tuskers would love to get Gilson going. Oh, right up in the air. The keeper says, hold on, this is mine. It's swirling around.
Yo.
And what a catch that is. Very nearly misjudged it with just that little swirling wind and a lovely diving catch. And this is exactly what the Eastern Storm would have wanted. It's the back of Sean Gilson.
Yeah, looking at what he did last time on Friday, they would love to see his back. The keeper there didn't really look comfortable taking it there at the end. Looked like he mistimed it a bit or misjudged it. But catch is a catch. Did a beautiful job by catching it.
Donnie Rousseau, you could see him on his haunches there. I think the adrenaline is pumping. For all money, he was underneath and the ball just swirled away from him and did a fantastic job to get the gloves underneath and a great catch. And that's the 3rd wicket down for the ACDC Express Tuskers. And the Storm would be very, very happy because the dangerous Sean Gilson back in the dugout.
Yeah, and not much damage, only scoring 3 runs.
78 for the loss of 3.
But the way that Gilson was playing, you could see that maybe that was the message from the change room or the coach to say, look, we've got wickets in hand, let's look to accelerate a bit, at least to take us close to that 180 mark or so.
Also, someone that's been bumped up the order is Big Chad Laycock. He's only playing in his 6th match. He's got an average of 22, but I think the reason he's got bumped up is that strike rate of 138. Might just have felt that this is a way to go, and also another right-left combination.
Yeah, and Xavier Khan continuing.
Oh, there's that call of that mid-wicket you've been asking for. That ball was just kind of just tapped into that area. Just an easy way to get off the mark.
Yeah, and that one was in the air a bit, so I don't know if Grant Thompson has got something against mid-wicket, but that would have been a slightly comfortable, slightly catch for a chance. I mean, half a chance towards that mid-wicket area, but I see Grant Thompson takes himself to mid-wicket now, and they hit it to that area, and he saves one.
We've spoken about Britz's bowling, but how good has Xavier Khan been picking up the 2nd wicket and only going for 14 runs. The left armer is really, in partnership with Britz, really stopped the flow of runs. Don't think that Eastern Storm would mind that too much. Visser coming in from the fence, just the single.
Yeah,
Making sure it's only the ones, Colin.
yeah, nice and easy ones. Talking of that, Xavier Khan, I mean, came here, was called up to the academy squad. We're not even looking at him to play Eastern Storm anytime soon. Was still in the academy squad, but had a brilliant off-season during the winter, even in the warm-up games. And the coach, Jeff Toyana, has had confidence and called him up. And so far, he's doing a good job for the coach and for the team.
Yeah, still a young man, only 22 years old, so there's a lot of cricket for him still to be played. End of his 3rd over, he's gone for 16 runs, but only. And also picked up the 2 wickets, and this is a very interesting change. They might just want Britz, that 1 over just left in the bank, because we see Similane coming back into the attack from the south end. Ron Thompson might just feel that he might have a chance here with Chad Laycock being a new batter.
Yeah, no, Similane is #1 spin bowler. He can't hide, he needs to bowl. and he needs to deliver for the captain. So the captain backing him again, changing ends again, going back to where he bowled his first over on the south end. His first over going for 11, his second over going for 10. I'm sure he would be looking to improve on those figures.
Yeah, 12 overs gone. From here you want to double up if you're a batting team, and also still 7 wickets in hand. That's kind of what you want to do. So they're looking at a 160, 175 at least. Oh, that one lovely bowled, and he just gripped and turned. Carl Nipper coming back to the danger end, the bowler's end. Not a great throw. Fisser hitting the ball hard into Simalane's hands. Very important for Chad Laycock just to keep the scoreboard ticking. Oh, there's that kick that Simalane is going after.
Yeah, that would give him a bit of confidence. Well bowled.
This might just be the over that he needs just to get himself back into the game. Got himself in a very awkward position that Chad Laycock there. Not sure if he wanted to sweep, paddle, or just work it around the corner.
Yeah, not looking comfortable at all, Laycock. I think his judgment is a bit off.
This one just a tad short, and the big man just rocked onto the back foot. I think that's what he was looking for in the previous delivery. The length just wasn't there. Much better over from Simalane. Very important for the Eastern Storm that he can close out this over well. Only 3 runs from it thus far.
Yeah, no, senior man here, as I said, they are #1 spin bowler, so he needs to be delivering accordingly.
Oh, going on the sweep, and a very, very well-timed sweep by Carl Nipper. It is a 6er. It's the second maximum for the innings.
Yeah, beautiful bowling that. I mean, beautiful shot by the batter, the Nipper. And a flat 6er, hitting it all the way to his mates there in the dugout.
Yeah, hitting the advertising boards. CSA very hard. Oh, this one is absolutely flat battered down the ground just for the single, and oh, what it turned out to be, or looked to be, a very good over from Simalane. Has gone for another double figures. It's 10 from it again. He's 3 overs for 31, and it just shows you that extra spinner that you needed. Libber that's off the field with getting the stitches into his hand. Oh, it's going to hurt the Eastern Storm, but we see Chris Britz just changing ends. Very surprising that he would change ends with him. He was been bowling well from the southern end. Now just coming to the north end.
Yeah, I think Grant Thompson's just looking to mix it up a bit. As you said, missing that lever now, so he's just looking to mix it up. But Britz was doing a fantastic job on the other end. But let's see what this change. Maybe they're seeing something that we don't see in terms of the strip.
Bowling the ball into the deck, hitting it hard. Fisser picking it up, and lovely fielding by the young man.
Yeah, Fisser doing a beautiful job here at the boundary. That is a beautiful, beautiful fielding.
I'm so surprised that Britz hasn't bowled more in his career. He just hits that. He bowls a very heavy ball, hits that hard lengths. Not great pace, but he's someone that can control that middle part of the game with the spinners brilliantly for you.
Yeah, no, brilliant. I mean, he's doing some great job here. He's hired for his batting, but he's now showing that he can. He's also got another skill, and we say that as commentators put a bit of curse to him. I thought that was going to run down for 4, but got saved by Rasimene running, chasing it when it was tucked towards that fine leg, and they ran the 2 runs, the batsman, to with Chris. But yeah, as I say, Chris, I mean, is hired as a batter. His job is to bat. I mean, he's currently in this competition, in this Dev 2, he's the leading run scorer, sitting on 304 runs. So,
oh, he could pick up his very first T20 wicket. Is it going to be? Yes, it is. It's wicket time for Chris Britz, and well deserved, Colin.
very, very well deserved. Very, very well deserved. Chris has done nothing wrong with his bowling, and now a very, very deserved wicket to open his wicket account.
Fantastic stuff there, and it's Big Chad, Justin Laycock, they just couldn't clear the fence. You can see him walking off very slowly. Very distraught with himself. And it's the fourth wicket down on 94 for the ACDC Express Tuskers, and the Eastern Storm fighting back. At one stage they were looking down the barrel, and then all of a sudden a couple of wickets, as the great Shane Warne said. Add 2 wickets to the wicket column. How do you feel about your game then?
Yeah.
And it's only the man Carl Nipper who's on 34 of 30, but he's running out of partners. No one is sticking around with him.
No one is looking to stick around with him. And Nipper just came in, scored 5 runs, also didn't bother the scorers that much.
Yeah, Cameron Shackleton was the only one who kind of looked like he's going to hang around. We opened the batting, and then Carl Nipper joined him after the wicket of Rapulana. And it just looked like they're going to put a partnership together. And from there, things have kind of fallen apart as the captain, Michael Erlang, comes to the crease. Very experienced campaigner. He's been around for quite a while.
Yeah, they will need his experience, and as you said earlier, that partnerships what makes this game, and they will need this partnership. Nipper needs somebody to just stick around with him for the 7 overs.
Oh, this one just dropped, just trying to get off the mark there, and just hitting those lengths again, and well deserved his first T20 wicket. 1 for 16 in his 3.4 overs. Yeah, Michael Erlang, he was born in Kimberley, in the Northern Cape. 34 years old. He's played for the Free State, he's played for the Knights. Oh, very nearly a disastrous way for Carl Nipper to go out. You can see the reaction from the fielders and from the bowler. He got a bit of a fingertip to that one.
That one hit beautifully straight down, and had that just fingertip just moved it slightly and hit the wicket, the batter was going to be unfortunately run out, which is a very unfortunate way to get out in cricket. But fortunately for the batter, it did not, and it saved him, because Erlang would not have felt very nicely with it, especially taking into consideration Nipper is in good form.
Yeah, and he's a set batter as well.
Yeah.
That one just at back of the length, and give him a hand. It is 4 overs gone for Britz. 1 for 18, and this is from a man standing in for Libo, who's done at the hospital getting stitches, and you can just see everyone just appreciating the bowling effort. And with Khan, Xavier Khan, they have done great work. 7 overs, they've picked up 3 wickets between them and only conceded about 35 runs or 30 runs. So brilliant effort there by Britz.
Yeah, I know Britz did a fantastic job. I don't think the captain will complain much. 1 in his 4 overs for 18 runs. That is a proper bowler's bowling stat. Well done by Britz to cover up, basically, for the men missing.
Similani going to continue. He's going to finish up his allotted overs. Nipper just finding the gap once again.
Yeah.
Now, what would the strategy be for Nipper? Now he's a set batter. He's 36 off 32. Every time a new partner is at the other end.
Yeah, I think for Erlang, his job now would be to just basically, let's give Nipper the strike. Let him be the man that takes us close, because now they are slightly, even that run rate has dropped to now 6.8. And that 180 that we spoke about, Gert, is now looking far of a dream. It doesn't look like they will get there now. And Eastern Storm has actually done very well at getting those 2-3 quick wickets in between to just lower it down.
No, this one just dropped short. Similani got away with that one. This will be his job. Just 1s and 2s will be fine. Just don't add any more to that boundary column. If you can close this over out, then they only have 5 left after this.
Let's see if this over can go for a single digits, not double digits as his first 3 overs.
Oh, fantastic fielding making sure that the Tuskers can't reach that triple figures. They are 99 for the loss of 4. Still 2 deliveries to go in this over. Erlang facing up to Simelane. Oh, slog sweep. Hit the gap. Again, great fielding down on the fence. See what, the Eastern Storm has been brilliant on the fence. And that brings up the 100 for the ACDC Express Tuskers. Finally bringing up that 100. Almost felt like they were lingering in that 80s and 90s for quite a while.
Yeah, no, quite right there. And Simelane, so far this over has been brilliant from him compared to his first 3 overs.
That's been a phenomenal comeback in the last over. Still very expensive figures, 36. But this over only going for 5 runs, and that's what they wanted. Another tight over from a bowler. That means there's 5 overs left. 100 on the board, 6 wickets in hand. When do you go, Colin? When do you really go hard?
Yeah.
Our Proteas men will take on the current ICC Men's T20 World Cup champions, India, in November for a thrilling 4 T20 international matches. For more information, that browser should be open. There's www.cricket.co.za for your tickets and more information. Hashtag be part of it. Hashtag Wozanawe.
Change of bowling from the north end, Amir Khan. Oh, Aman Khan, sorry.
And starts off with a wide one. And then Carl Nipper can just work that one between backward points and that gully, and it's 4 runs to start off with. And that comes back to the point that I made just before. When do you go? Do you wait till the 18th over and then go hard? Do you kind of take a risk now because you still have 6 wickets in hand? But then again, as Nipper, you can't throw your wicket away now.
Yeah, no, they need Nipper now to carry them to the end. But somebody here needs to take a risk. They can't be just looking for 1s and 2s now. They need to get a boundary in each over.
Khan with a great comeback.
Disappointment there from the bat. I could see that Nipper was saying I could have gotten more from that because it was slightly short.
But again, we saw it from the other end as well, because they've changed ends with Aman Khan as well. Coming from the north end now, he just gets a little bit of extra bounce than the other bowlers. It makes it very hard, especially when you hit that back of length, that 7-8 meter mark. It just rises a bit more than you expect. This is lovely pull shot. Just for the one. That man Visser again on the fence. He's been busy.
Yeah, no, Visser has been fielding beautifully there on the field. I must say though, Gert, I'm sure Tuskers will be slightly disappointed, man, with the way the start that they got. It was running at some stage at 8.6 runs and over. And so far, that's why I said earlier that they need to take that risk now. There's no delaying it. They can't wait for the 18th or the last 2 overs.
And I think they've heard you, as Carl Nipper. He said, hold on, hitting the back of a length, I'm going to hit the back of the boards. It is another 4-fer for Carl Nipper.
No, beautiful so far from Nipper. He's their man. He's the man that they need to give the strike to. He's now on 47 runs of his 37 balls. He's the man that they would need to stay there. And Erlang, the captain, I'm sure would have picked up to say, look, I will give you the strike. Just take us to a very, very formidable score that we can then be able to defend.
Jannie Erasmus just having a look at the ball there. Was hit very, very hard into the boundary wall that we've got here at Willowmoore Park. Oh, lovely full delivery. Wide Yorker. Very underrated delivery, especially in T20 cricket. If you can execute it, it's brilliantly bowled by Aman Khan.
Yeah, no, beautiful bowling from Aman Khan. And the batter, they just missed a straight one.
Yeah, I see the frustration every now and again. Carl Nipper just throwing his head back. 3 runs away from a half century. 1 more delivery to go in Aman Khan's 3rd over. And that is taking them off Nelson. It is 112 for the loss of 4 wickets. There is 4 overs remaining. And ACDC Tuskers would revise their, like you mentioned, 180. If they can get up to 150 from here, I think they'll feel that they've done a good recovery job.
Sure.
As you mentioned, with the Cameron Shackleton and Carl Nipper partnership that was there, they were still going at 8. They scored 48 in the power play. So it's just a question of kicking on. They've got the run rate back up to round about 7. So they just need this last 4 overs. If they can go around about 10, they reach that 150 mark.
Yeah, no, definitely. You're quite right. That's exactly what they need. They would feel that 150 is a defendable score and maybe a winning score. So that would make them very happy.
But easier said than done. Shabir Khan changing ends. He's now coming in from the south end. The two Khans just swapping up.
Yeah, and not related at all.
He's in his last over. He's picked up the 2 wickets. Oh, this one whipped away. Lovely wrists by Carl Nipper. It's moved on to 49. And the 2 wickets that Shabir Khan has taken. His big wicket is Cameron Shackleton for 29, and also the big hitting Sean Gilson, the man in form. Brilliantly caught by the wicketkeeper Rousseau.
Yeah, Shabir Khan has been bowling fantastic today. He's the man who's been picking up the wickets.
Oh, going nice, full, lovely deft bowling here. They wouldn't mind the 1s. Even the occasional 2 they wouldn't mind if they can stop the flow of the boundaries.
And I think that's what the captain has also picked up with his field placing. You can see he's saying, okay, I can give you the 1s, but I won't give you the boundaries. And the man there at the boundary, Devan Mare, doing that job of saving those runs from that previous ball.
Might look to double up on this one. Harlang immediately coming back. Knows that Nipper didn't time it, but it does bring up the 50 for Carl Nipper of 41 deliveries. Brilliant batting. He's been the backbone of this innings. He started off a bit shakily, got a couple of edges, could have put a wide one away, then all of a sudden with that one shot through mid-wicket, just found his feet, scoring all over. And 50 up for Carl Nipper. Oh, and he's decided, hold on, I've reached that milestone. I'm going to have a big wild swipe at Shabir Khan.
Yeah, and missed it, and that one was a big shot that was definitely going to go for a boundary. And as you say, I think it's decided now that now I've reached my half century, let me now go for it.
Oh, and a very lucky 4 runs for Carl Nipper. That one nearly snuck through the defences, just getting the inside part of the bat, and a lovely Chinese cut. Fortuitous edge. It is 4 runs.
Yeah, and I'm sure Nipper wouldn't mind that, and the team wouldn't mind that, because it takes them close to that, maybe that adjusted score by us, Gertrude, to not 150, and now we're sitting at 121.
Well, if the Eastern Storm, you wouldn't mind getting them under the 150. Oh, this time getting a big piece of wood on that one, but great fielding. Erlang coming back for the second. And great running by the captain. That's another 2, and it's just pushed the score to the counting figures. 1, 2, 3 for the loss of 4.
Yeah, no, fantastic. Yeah, no, I think Eastern Storm winning the toss and choosing to field, they backed themselves very highly of chasing. They chased that 163 against Eastern Cape Inyati on Friday, and managed to, with Devan Mare and Chris Britz, who's been fantastic as a bowler now, those 2 batters managed to chase that score quite easily. So they backed themselves in chasing.
As we see the batters just enjoying a bit of drinks. It is very hot here in the East Rand, in Gauteng. We're looking at about, it feels like about 35, 36 degrees out there. And I say feels like because we're sitting up here. There's a window open. We got a little bit of shade. But I think we've spent our time out there, Colin. I think we can enjoy the time in the shade.
Yeah, confirming 33 degrees outside there. And, very, very hot. I think we are safe here, Gert. We've got water, we've got the shade, we've got a bit of breeze where we're sitting, so we're quite safe.
Rasamene continuing, and how has that missed? Oh my word. Erlang has got a bit of a rabbit's foot in his pocket there. That was very, very lucky. Or that could have thrashed into the stumps. Rasamene starting off well. And you can see the intent from Erlang. They're going to go for it. They got 6 wickets in hand. It's time to bring out the big guns.
Yeah. And I think Rasamene is the man that Eastern would depend on now. He's their senior bowler, experienced bowler, so he's the man that they would need now at the depth to just squeeze them a bit, don't give them that freedom that they score easily. So, senior bowler.
Rasamene has also picked up the 1 wicket. After he went for a couple of boundaries, he picked up Kagiso Rapulana with a loose shot, you have to say, also caught by Dani Rousseau, the wicket keeper. Got a big top edge. Into his 3rd over, just getting the field right, making sure the angles are correct. Carl Nipper, the set bats on 57. Oh, he's giving himself a bit of room, and he slashed that one over backward point. It's another boundary, and that's that boundary one in the over that you've been calling for, Colin.
That's what they need at this stage. They need those boundaries, and that one, even Skukuna there, the boundary is not even border chasing that. It was written 4 immediately when it left the bat, and that's what Nipper would be looking for.
Now the Storm wouldn't mind the ones getting Nipper off strike. Erlang is 6 from 9, so he's not been striking him, but he's done a great job in this partnership of 34, with Erlang only scoring 6 of it, giving the strike to the in-batter, Nipper. Oh, this one worked to leg side. This is going to be a maximum, hitting the Eastern Storm boards at Willowmoore Park. It's half a dozen.
Yeah, beautiful shot from Nipper. Exactly what the team requires at this stage.
Oh, he's going to get them close to that. If he goes on, I'll tell you what, that 160 is all of a sudden on the board again. 134, still 2 deliveries to go. And 14 legal deliveries left in this innings. And he's been the difference for the Tuskers. Oh, and there's the nick. There's the wicket. Rasamene again doing it. Going for a 4, going for a 6, and again picking up the wicket, and Rousseau's 3rd catch.
Big wicket that for Rasamene. Big wicket, and at a very crucial stage. Very, very good bowling. And that's what exactly the Eastern Storm would have wanted. Nipper was beginning to let loose. 2 boundaries in the previous balls, and the Eastern Storm would be very, very happy to see him walk off the field.
He's just been upping that ante, hasn't he? At one stage he was 32 of 30 deliveries. He finished up on 67 of 48 with a strike rate of 139. Great innings there by Carl Nipper. He's been the difference for the ACDC Tuskers.
Yeah,
and it's now going to be another right-left combination. As we see Sean Whitehead coming in. He's coming into a situation where you really can't have a sighter. It's kind of got to go. 1 delivery left in the 3rd over from Rasamene, picking up his 2nd wicket, and he's becoming a bit of a golden arm for the Eastern Storm, going for runs but continuing to pick up wickets.
No, definitely. Eastern Storm there, I see the assistant coach doing 12-man duties, so that man still means they're still not back from hospital, which is not a good sign for them, because they would need him as a batter, especially somebody who comes in at number 6, number 7 as a batter. Yeah, you're right here with Whitehead. Not much time to settle in, he's going to need to hit the ground running. No time for sighters. They need the runs.
Oh, and that one just sliding down leg. Rasamania, just a polite look around to ask the question, but it's 134 for loss of 5 wickets, 12 deliveries left. And Erlang is in with Sean Whitehead, who just faced his first delivery. He's a 27-year-old. Was it St Andrews? Played most of his cricket down at the Free State, under 15s, under 19s. Also part of that under 17 Invitational 11, and also South Africa under 19s. Very promising young player. It's been lost in the mix over the last couple of years.
Yeah, also moved around Whitehead. See bowling change. Oh, still Khan bowling from the south end.
Oh, this one straight up in the air. It's another opportunity, a chance for a wicket, and yes, it is. It is another one. It's Arman Khan picking up his first wicket, and it's a Captain Erlang making the long walk back. Only 6 runs to his name.
Yeah, that man again, Fisser, who took one earlier on, took a brilliant catch again now to dismiss the captain.
Yeah, it's Erlang who trying to get on with it. Only 2 overs left, and he just did not find his timing from the get-go. Faced 10 deliveries, only 6 runs, and all of a sudden only 4 wickets in hand. But you still got to feel that they got to get past that 150.
No, definitely. The new man coming in now is Dan Finn, who actually didn't play the previous game. I think he's one of the 2 new players that they've replaced, because they had Ntando Zuma and Mondli Kumalo, who are now dropped for this game, and Finn and Dlela are the new players in this lineup for today. So let's see what Finn has got. And again, as we said earlier with Whitehead, he's actually got no time to settle. He's going to just need to hit his straps and start running.
That's the old cliche, see ball, hit ball at the moment. Can't really have a sighter. Another great take. That one was hanging for a long time. Oh, this one worked around the corner. They will look to double up. Rasamene just picking up and making sure it's only the 2. He'll probably bowl the next over, so there's a bit of work for him down on the fence. And Arman Khan has deserved that wicket. He's just, although he's gone for a bit of runs, he just looks uncomfortable to bat against him.
No, definitely. And he's been bowling fantastically. It's just that unfortunate he's been going for some runs.
Oh, dropping and going.
Even the quick Devon Murray couldn't stop that one. Earlier on, that run here by Rasaman at the boundary is not what he would have wanted. Just finishing off the bowling, you would want to get a bit of rest because you're coming back on to bowl the last over.
But he is one of those very fit men. Takes his fitness very seriously. You can see him even after 3 overs, after the chase, talking to the assistant coach, having a nice chat, not looking winded whatsoever. Arman Khan into Whitehead. Oh, following him. Trying to give himself a bit of room, maybe to access the hit straight over the bowler, just missing it completely. You can see him just practicing that shot over mid-wicket.
Yeah, I know they're gonna. Those are the shots that they need at this stage. Those are the big shots that they need to get that boundary at least in an over. But dot balls is not what you are looking for at this stage.
You haven't seen any cute shots, the ramps and the scoops and that sort of thing, so that might still come out as well. 2 deliveries of Arman Khan left. Oh, just look at that. He gets that extra bounce, and brilliantly played by Finn to keep that delivery down.
Yeah, those kind of shots, those are confident shots. Those are shots that are played by batsmen who are confident, and at this stage, Tuskers are not a confident team, and they've come back from a loss, so they wouldn't be backing themselves quite really. So they'll play the normal shots that we all know.
Especially Whitehead. Look at that mid-wicket fence. Oh, and he's found the gap behind the keeper. A very educated edge there. Finding vacant land. And it's a very lucky 4 and very unlucky for Arman Khan, who finished up his 4, 1 for 33. He's bowled brilliantly in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's bowled brilliantly, but I must say Whitehead, they wouldn't mind at all those runs. 4 runs being his first runs so far, and they would now be eyeing that 150 in this last over.
Rasamene going to bowl the last over. You can see him just having a bit of a conference there with Thompson. 143 for the loss of 6. 6 deliveries to go. Oh, they can just get up that psychological 150. Just does something for you as a unit. And also, this last over, you want the momentum going into your fielding just to be on your side. You don't want the momentum to be stopped and going into the Eastern Storm's way. So as a batting unit, you want to take that momentum away from the Storm. You want to finish on the high.
Yeah, the interesting field here set by Grant Thompson. Really not saying you can take one down leg, but we are not going to give you a boundary. If you are going to go for a boundary, you must go for the big one.
Absolutely no one in the circle on the leg side. He's got a long on, deep square, deep mid-wicket, and also fine leg out. Oh, and great execution. Rasamene surprising Finn with the short one. And it was always on the cards with the field that was set. He tried to give himself room to the leg side to access the offside, and Rasamene just followed him, and he's picking up his 3rd wicket.
Yeah, no, brilliant bowling. Tried to give himself a bit of room, Finn, but unfortunately, or fortunately for Rasamene, bowled it into him and didn't give him much room to get that one. And beautifully taken by Kande on the field.
We spoke about the level and the catching. That's probably one of the easiest catches he'll get. He just stood there and the ball just fell into his lap. But Rasamene, that just looked like it was a little bit quicker as well.
Yeah.
As we see the next batter coming in, that would be another newbie for the day.
Yes.
Tabiso Nglela. He's going to see what he can do with the remaining 5 deliveries. I wonder what the conversation with Whitehead would be there. I don't think too many tactics would be discussed. It'd probably just be get the ball in the gap. If you touch it, we run.
Yeah, or just give me the strike, you know, because Whitehead would be the recognized batter now, and Lela would just take the one. And also, let's see where the captain goes, because interesting field. Or they've just caught up now that the batter is a left-hander. I thought they've opened that whole gap for him, but they've just moved around and brought Fisser into that cover point area.
They've got sweeper out, they've got 3rd man out, they've got fine leg, deep square and deep mid-wicket out. Very surprising that he went full, because both his mids are in the circle. But just the one, it would have been the conversation, as you mentioned, between Whitehead and Nglela. Saying, listen, give me the strike. I think I can do something with this last 4 deliveries. 144. One big shot gets him up to that 150.
Yeah, easy one that for Nglela. A bit disappointing from Rasamene, because you would want to bowl to the new man, especially the non-recognized batter. He's the man you would be at least bowling to, because if you don't get a wicket, at least you get your dot balls.
Dots, even wickets now is not that important. It's all about the dots. Rasamene picking up 3. Oh, how he would love another 2 in the bag. Oh, he has followed Whitehead and he's run him out. That was a bit of a suicidal. Nglela not realizing that he should have run there. And Whitehead run out at the striker's end by Rasamene, and more importantly, another dot ball, not what the ACDC Express Tuskers would have wanted.
100%, Kurt. And I think even if Ndlela ran there, he was also going to be run out. I think Whitehead just forgot completely about the fielder and was looking at the run. And honestly and truly to say, there was no run there.
No, that hit him hard. I think he didn't realize that the ball went forward from his padded area. So that means another dot. 144 still on the board. Rasamene, 3 deliveries to go. As Ziad Adams joins him at the crease. Ziad more known for his bowling than his batting. But nowadays, all fast bowlers feel that they should be batting in the top order.
Yeah, no. Show me any bowler who says he can't bat. All of them back themselves to bat. But this is exactly what Rasamene would like. 2 new batters on the crease, and he would look to be finishing strong in his last 3 balls.
The new batter Abrams facing up to Rasamene. It's a bit of a rampage. Oh, and brilliantly taken at backward point. What a catch that was, and Rasamene picking up the 3rd wicket in this over, including a run out, and that looks like it's the 12th man Posthumous that's plucked that from the ground. What a catch, God.
What a brilliant catch. At some stage I did not even think it was going to be taken, but what a beautiful catch.
And not the worst shot in the world, gave himself a bit of room, made good connection, just picked out the fielder. And Rasamene's got a chance for a 5er. He's still got 2 deliveries left, 4 for 26 and still 144 as Mbulelo Budaza comes to the crease, and the way he's walking in, you don't think he realized that he's going to be batting when this match started. Not feeling the vibe at the moment.
Yeah, no. You can tell that from just that body language that he doesn't look like he's keen to come in and bat. But unfortunately, he has to come and face these 2 balls and to finish off the over. But Rasamene, beautiful bowling thus far. I mean, 4 for 26 so far. Huge improvement from his stats from his previous game where he went for 1 wicket, 34 runs.
And it all started with that big wicket that they started off. And it was after Kagiso Rapulana hit him for a couple of boundaries and all of a sudden played a loose shot. And he got the top edge. And then the same happened with his next wicket that he got as well. Conceded a couple of boundaries and then all of a sudden picked up Carl Nipper as well. Budazal, that is middle stump out of the ground. That's his 5er. You can just see the non-striker Ndlela falling to his knees. And what a brilliant job done by the Eastern Storm. Carl Nipper took it away from them, approaching that 150, and all of a sudden Rasamene said, hold on. 4 wickets in 5 deliveries.
That 5er came from nowhere. We would not even think of it when he started this over. And to finish off with those figures, 5 wickets, brilliant bowling from Rasamene, and brought the team back, and to keep Tuskers just under that 150 mark. I'm sure Eastern Storm would back themselves now to chase that 145 to win.
Phenomenal bowling. The last 3 wickets went for no runs. The last 4 wickets went for 2 runs. And the last 5 wickets have gone for a mere 11 runs. Brilliant stuff by the Eastern Storm. Rasamene take a bow. And it all started with that wicket. The big wicket of Carl Nipper.
Yeah, no, brilliant bowling from Eastern Storm overall. To get this team, Tuskers, to just 144 all out. Brilliant, and particularly the man there, Rasamene, whose teammates are now giving him the hands, clapping hands for him and allowing him to take the ball home with him and clapping him off the field. Brilliant bowling from them, and we're good to see them come back and chase the ball, chase the score.
Now it's going to be a great chase, but also not forgetting that our Protea men will take on Sri Lanka for a 2-test match. And then after that, a full Pakistan tour this summer, with your favorite pink day taking place on Sunday the 22nd of December with a 2 p.m. start. Get your tickets at www.cricket.co.za. Woza nawe, be part of it, and you be part of the run chase in about 10 minutes time. Oh, we need a breather. After that over, we're going to need something to calm our nerves. We'll be back with you in about 10 minutes time for the chase by the Eastern Storm, requiring 145 to win.
Afternoon again, people, good people. We are back here at Willowmoore Park, and we are going to be experiencing now the Eastern Storm trying to chase the 145 runs to win, and obviously the ACDC Express Tuskers looking to defend the 144. And Gert, we are thinking
Shackleton, and then the man that top scored for them, Carl Nipper. Shackleton, and then the man that top scored for them, Carl Nipper, was around about a 39-run partnership, and then all of a sudden they just lost wickets at regular intervals. So for the Tuskers, that's what they was. Budaza for Chris Britz. He's averaging 60.
111. So he's the man who would back himself in a quite good form with an average of 76.
And also he's a man that's has hit 16 boundaries and 15 maximums thus far.
Misses that one. Budaza bowls it short and slightly wide, and Kabelo, I don't know whether he was trying to nudge that. Short and slightly wide, and Kabelo, I don't know whether he was trying to nudge that gully area, that vacant gully area for one, or what he was trying to do with it. Quite a lazy shot, I must say, but
A bit of a nothing shot, wasn't
yeah.
it, Colin?
And Budaza got away with a dot ball there.
Yeah, a bit of a nothing shot there. Felix Kokune can be very innovative.
And he got out of a poor shot against Eastern Cape Inyati. Very, very poor shot for a man of his experience. Very, very. Squares him up a bit, but he gets enough of an edge. As the Tuskers did. At this stage, remember from that first over of Simelane, they had 11 runs on the board.
Yeah, this is the time that everything just went well for the ACDC Express Tuskers. Batting wise, we're controlling the game nicely. As you see, Sean Whitehead taking the new ball from the south end. Also starting with spin.
Interesting. The two captains knowing something that we don't know, both backing their spinners to open the bowling. Even I must say, Simelane opened the bowling and went for 11 runs. Let's see if Whitehead can better that and have a better start. Bowling to Chris Britz. And immediately Chris Britz nudges it on to mid-on for one.
Yeah, his T20 bowling figures, best bowling figures, 2 for 13 for Sean Whitehead. His economy of 6.27 is very good, taking into consideration he normally bowls here in the power play. Economy very good. Strike rate 33. He's not known to be a strike bowler, but he does hold up one end.
Immediately some renovations or some trying to sweep the Sikukune, just to make sure that Whitehead doesn't settle, and Whitehead has moved to be bowling over the wickets for the left-hander. Sikukune picks it up, and one bounce for 4 into that area. Beautiful shot from Sikukune there. Slightly short there from Whitehead, a bit naughty there from him. You don't want to be bowling those, especially early on, and especially as a spin bowler.
Yeah, that was length, and he just got underneath it, and with no one patrolling that fence, we saw the reverse sweep. The previous delivery didn't come off, and now all of a sudden the ball's been hit into that rehydration corner there in the H2O bottles. And now they've made a change to the field, now deep square and also deep backward square out on the fence.
And reverse sweeps Sikukune for 4 runs, middled it beautifully, and that will unsettle Whitehead there. And so far Whitehead is now sitting on 9 runs in this over with 2 balls to go.
Yeah, spin with the new ball is just not working for both parties here involved.
And you wonder if the captain will change him, just like Grant Thompson did with Simelane, if now Ilang, the Tuskers captain, is now already thinking of changing the bowler, Whitehead.
They've got a couple of spinners. They got Sean Gilson, who's a wrist spinner in this team. Erlang himself is a very good offie as well. So a lot of spin options. So if Whitehead, I don't think picking up wickets or holding it tight at one end, they'll definitely change him. Oh, misfield.
Poor fielding from Jonty, the experienced man. Good fielder normally he is, but that's very poor from him. And guess what? There's something in common. Both spinners first over went for 11 runs.
Yeah, it looks like they've got a bit of a bet going and saying what you can do, I can do better.
I can do as well.
Also 2 boundaries in the over, just like the Simelane over. Wicket-keeper Shackleton keeping a close eye, just dropping the helmet. Budaza bowled a brilliant first over. He went for 6 runs, but it was a fortuitous 4.
Yeah, no, Budaza, he will look to improve, and I'm sure he's looking for that wicket, and bowling now to Chris Britz, the man in form. And immediately starts off with a dot ball, Budaza, with Chris Britz trying to cut that one. But Ilang, the captain of Tuskers, has packed that onside and put a fence there to say, you're not going to get through there.
The black wall of the Tuskers there. Can't pierce it. But Chris Britz does look the part, doesn't he? Plays the ball nice and late, right underneath his eyes. Takes his time to settle in, then explodes from there.
Budaza bowls a straight one to him, and Chris just blocks it in front of him and takes one. Comfortable one, I must say. Nice running between the two batters. Good communication.
Sekokune and Britz has had great chemistry when it comes to running between the wickets. Very rarely you'll see them have miscommunication between the two of them. And immediately for Sekokune, look at those 2 slips in again. He did not look comfortable against Budaza.
Yeah. And that left and right combination is also good, that they take those ones in between, just to slightly throw the bowler off, because he needs to adjust immediately, which he did very well there, Budaza, bowling it just outside that off stump and getting a dot ball.
Yeah, Sekokune forcing him to bowl that 4th stump line, walking right across his stumps, almost finishing up on a 5th stump. There's no one patrolling that deep mid-wicket, and mid-wicket is open, so you've got to feel that he's asking Budaza, bowling by pads, please. 18 without loss.
Yeah, it's one thing to have a left and right combination, but if you don't use it and rotate strike, then it's pretty much useless. And Sekokune does an incredible flip kind of a shot, and 1-2 bounces for 4. What an incredible shot that.
That would not please Budaza whatsoever. He would have 1 or 2 very interesting words to say to you as he passed Sekokune there. Sekokune is very innovative. He loves to play these cheeky little shots.
Yes, he loves playing this shot. I asked him once that, have you ever played hockey? Because he gives me a sign of somebody who's played hockey as well. And he says, I've never even touched a hockey stick. But his hands are of a hockey player.
He's got phenomenal hands.
Oh. And it gives it. The ball, the fielder drops it there, and that should have been taken as a catch. Soft catch, easy catch, especially at this level. And the fielder there drops it and gives a second life to Sekokune.
Dabizo and Lela, what did you do? We saw it in the first part of this match, a couple of boundaries, and all of a sudden a wicket just stems that run and the momentum, and all of a sudden the new man on the park today didn't play in the last game, has kind of hurt his chances a little bit there. Oh, Dolly Sekhukhune hitting it straight down his throat.
This game is having a similar repeat of also what happened with the Eastern Storm when they were fielding. If you remember, the captain dropping a catch, also a slightly easier catch for him, and Eastern Storm and the Tuskers here looks like they are competing with everything to say whatever you guys can do, we can also repeat and do it.
Yeah, that was Cameron Shackleton who got a live there from Grant Thompson, and you called it immediately a change in bowling at the third over from the second over from the south end. It is Adams coming in. He's Abrams coming in. Is Ziad Abrams. He's got a bit of life. He's pretty nippy. He's got a bit of pace. He's a very skiddy bowler.
Yeah, they're going to need him now because the required run rate is 7.7 and they've achieved the 7.2s thus far. And they're going to, if anything, is to keep the run rate low, but they're definitely going to need to take wickets. That's, I think, is the only way they're going to win this game, by taking up the wickets. And they had a chance now, and they dropped Sekhukhune, and I'm sure Sekhukhune will look to capitalize that. But Ziad Abrams, let's see what he can do. And immediately bowls a beautiful straight ball, but Sekhukhune manages to block it just in front of him to get one. Cheeky run that, but runs at this stage are runs, especially with the other team having runs on the board and you looking to chase. So you'll take each and every run that you can get.
Yeah, Sekhukhune has played a couple of cheeky shots already, so cheeky runs was always on the cards. And also, what a bit of shape that Ziad Abrams got there.
Immediately on the money with his first ball. And now bowling to the man in form, Britz. And let's see what if he will adjust immediately now to the right-hand batsman. Oof. Beautiful bowling, just leaves him a slight move there. You could see a bit of swing, leaving the batter straight into Shackleton's hands there, the keeper. Beautiful adjustment by the bowler, Abrams.
A lovely lateral movement there that Abrams is getting. Nice carry as well. Britz just having a keen eye on it.
Yeah, so far great start this from Abrams, bowling beautifully. There again, another dot ball, very key, these balls here. And it will give him some confidence, Abrams.
Yeah, he's going to need some confidence, especially against these two completely different batters that they're up against. If you look at Sekhukhune and where he likes to score, and you look at Britz, is very much more your traditional batter. They need a wicket here. They could have gotten one in the previous over.
And both slightly a fuller one. Britz would be slightly disappointed with himself there that he couldn't pierce that black wall of Tuskers there for a boundary, but beautiful fielding with Whitehead there at the field there inside the ring.
It's very hot in Benoni, at eastern parts of Gauteng. Willowmoore Park hosting us today. Thank you for hosting us. It's always a jewel coming to the East Rand.
Again, beautiful shape with Abrams there bowling to Britz. Yeah, no, you're quite right. They call it the city of lakes. We would need those lakes to keep us cool today because it's very, very hot. And surprisingly here, you would have heard the sad news of the passing of Mnetisi Khatebe, the groundsman here at Willowmoore Park, who unfortunately passed away last weekend and was buried actually last weekend. And this is the first game here that's being hosted where he did not prepare the field. And Mr. Britz hits it, that short ball from Abrahams down to that fine leg area for 6. Beautiful shot, nicely picked up, and it went all the way over the grandstand itself for 6. Beautiful shot by Britz.
And that was one of the groundsman's favorite areas. All his equipment is there. So a bit of a homage to him, and our condolences to the family. But yeah, it's a half a dozen. Chris Britz just helping that one on. And Abrams have been bowling brilliantly up until that point, and then that one just losing his direction and just helped on its way. And it's the first maximum for Chris Britz.
Yeah, no, fantastic shot that by Chris Britz. Yeah, the 13th pink ODI will see Proteas men take on Pakistan on Sunday, 22nd December at 2 p.m. start. Get your tickets on www.cricket.co.za. Wozanawe, pitch up in pink, and let's support people living with breast cancer.
Pink Day, it's a phenomenal day. It's a great cause. 22nd of December. Oh, and what a great early Christmas gift that would be if you buy a loved one a ticket to that Pink Day. I mean, that could sort you out and the person you're going with.
Yeah, brilliant excuse to get out of home and say you are taking the missus out while you're actually taking yourself out to go watch some beautiful cricket.
Especially when she says she wants to see something round. And
Yeah.
you go take her to the Oval and Wanderers.
Change of bowling from the South End. See Tabiso Ndlela, the man who didn't play in their last game on Friday. And he opens up with a short one, and Mr. Sikukune says thank you very much, and he cuts that over the fielders for 2 bounces 4.
Well, so far, Sekokune owes him about 2 beers already, because he was the one who dropped Sekokune over or so ago, and now he's given him a gift, short, wide, and you can actually hear that ball just says, hit me. And that was absolutely thumped into that wall.
And that takes Kukune to 20 runs in just a few balls. So yeah, he owes him a serious beer after the game.
Oh, just look where he takes guard, Sekokune.
Again, same shot, same area, same results, 4 runs.
Well, in fairness, it did hit a different part of the advertising board. So a little bit of a misdirection there by Sekokune, but you could just see where he took guard. He was forcing Ndlela to go wide.
Yeah.
And the plan wasn't really to bowl on his legs. It was to force the bowler wide. And brilliantly done. Sekokune is manipulating the crease to his heart's content at the moment. And the young Ndlela is just not up to this task. And I say that tongue in cheek. Still 4 deliveries to go. Might pick up a wicket.
And I think Skukuna picks up with the field placing. You got 45 instead of the man at the boundary, so he knows that he's not looking to bowl it down leg. So that's why he gives himself that room and gets closer to the ball. And beautiful batting from Skukuna to now nudge one just for 1 run to get off strike. Normally, you see the previous one, we had a guy who hit 2 4s and got caught. The next one trying to get greedy. Sometimes this is what you need as an experienced batter. You've got 2 4s. Don't be greedy, just take one and go to the non-strikers and come down a bit and continue.
It's just every now and again that overconfidence just gets to you. That last delivery, last boundary that he hit was a free hit as well. There was a no ball, front foot no ball from Ndlela.
And Ndlela recovers well with this one, bowling to the right-hander now, adjusting immediately and bowling a dot ball. So that's good adjustment from Ndlela and good comeback from the previous balls that he bowled to Sikukune.
Some bowlers are just more comfortable bowling at right-handers, and I know a guy like Morne Mork will love to bowl against left-handers, and all left-handers hated batting against him. No, Stuart Broad, another one from England, loves bowling against left-handers.
Nice one, nice bowling from Ndlela now. And like you said, Brett, I mean, looks like he's comfortable bowling to right-handers. I just hope we're not cursing him as commentators. But yeah, it looks like he's very comfortable bowling to right-handers. And 2 balls to go still in this over. That no ball didn't help because that just makes the over longer. Now you're bowling a 7-ball over.
It's very important to look at what runs did that 7 delivery go for.
Oh, cut and an edge, thick edge that goes all the way down to the boundary, giving Butaza no chance to even run across to save it.
And this is becoming one of the most expensive overs of the match. 14 runs already from it with 1 delivery to go. Abudaza is a very wide third man. He was there for that cut that actually comes out of the middle. And that just did not happen. And finer than what Chris Britz would have hoped for, but still the same result. He's moved on to 14 off 15 and Sekokune 29.
Good one from Lela there to then now finish off the over at 44 for nothing in 5 overs.
I do remember that the Tuskers were 48 for the loss of 1 in their power play. Still 1 over to go in the power play. Abrams will most likely bowl it. Bowled a brilliant over. He squared up. Britz, he also nearly got through the fences of Sekokune as well, getting the inside part of the bat. If he missed that, that would have been plum Albie.
Yeah, definitely. And Abrams so far is bowling very nicely because the other guys are making the job for Michael Ilang, the captain, very difficult, especially now with Lela that side. Does now the captain look to change him as well? Is that a bottom edge of the bat, and cheeky run there from Sekokune nearly got run out.
I'll tell you, that was very, very close. I would love to see a replay on that. If that had hit, that would have been a close one. Looks like the captain Erlang himself that had a bit of a backhanded flick there at the stumps.
Yeah, definitely him. And like you say, I think if that was a direct hit, that could have been very, very close. Ooh, Britz misses a straight one, and from that miss, they still managed to run and get 1.
That's Bai's called, but that was very uncharacteristic from Britz. He might just feel that he needs to get on with it. It's the last couple of deliveries of the power play. Abrams bowled brilliantly, and that it was just that last delivery that he dropped in short that Britz could help him along. It's exactly what he did in his first over as well. Bowled brilliantly. Let's see what Sekokune can come up with against Abrams.
Cool. Short, and don't know what Kukune there was trying to do, whether try to pull it or try to flick it just over the keeper for 4.
Or whatever.
Eventually missed it.
Oh, whatever that shot was 15 love because he missed it. Lovely to see here at Willowmoore Park. We just look around at the grounds that surround us. We see a club game being played there in the far corners.
Kukune tries that shot again, which earlier he played and got 6 runs. Tried to do it again this time. I don't know the way the two guys, because the shot which was very uncharacteristic of Britz and now Sekokune, if they've made a decision to say maybe Britz is the guy that must go for.
Yeah, I don't think Sekokune needs any invitation to go for it. He's one of those guys that will go for it anyway. I think a conversation would have been, who's going to go with me?
Yeah. And he cuts it straight to Jonte Rapulane there at point, who takes it beautifully and comfortably to get rid of Sekokune, who's now scored 30 runs of 18 balls. And the score is 46 for 1.
And you mentioned it earlier, it's almost like everyone's chasing each other in this match. The power play went for 48 for the Tuskers, also losing the 1 wicket. And then all of a sudden now, from out of nowhere, just a 1 wicket, slashing it straight down Point's throat. And it is the first wicket for Abrams, who's been bowled well. He deserves that wicket. He's been a bit of a handful. But really against the run of play, because they've been batting brilliantly, these two.
And the batter now coming in, the keeper, Danny Rousseau, coming in to replace Sekokune, who's walking off very slow and disappointed in himself. But unfortunately, he cannot change history. He's out, and it's now down to Britz and Danny Rousseau to continue where he left off.
Yeah, it's a long walk back, especially when he had a great start like he has, striking it at far over 100. 157, and then just slapping it down the fielder's throat.
Yeah, and we don't know how bad that injury is from Lebe, but the fact that he's gone to hospital, I've got a huge bet that he won't be able to bat. So Eastern Storm needs to take that into consideration, because technically they are 46 for 2.
That's correct, yes. It's another one that they need to keep in mind. Oh,
what a welcome ball from Abrams to welcome Rousseau, who punches it beautifully through the covers for 4.
what a lovely shot. And I don't think that was such a bad delivery, just back of a length, hitting it on the up, and oh my word, what a start by the wicket-keeper, Dani Rousseau. Also brings up the 50 up for the Eastern Storm. That is in their power play, the end of 6 overs, their 50 is up.
Yeah, very, very beautiful shot from Dani Rousseau. Just nice punch, not even looking to hit it powerfully, just stroked it nicely down for the boundary.
Yeah, he's got an average of 25. He's got a very healthy strike rate of 120, playing in his 17th match. He's got 350s to his name with a higher score of 93. Between these two, they've got a very, very healthy strike rate. As you mentioned, the leading run scorer, as Sean Whitehead, has changed ends.
Yeah, change of bowling, same as Melanie did. Now change of bowling from the south end, and Whitehead comes back. Remember, he went for 11 runs in his first over. He would look to improve on that. And immediately bowls a dot ball to start off his over, which would be very welcomed by him. And bowling to the man informed Britz. And then now Britz cuts it down, and the sweeper there picks it up. Oh, they come back for 2 runs. A bit of fumble there on the field at the boundary, which allowed them to come back for 2. Beautiful running between these 2 batters.
Yeah, Chris Britz had no issue of coming back for the second. Rousseau was a bit tentative in setting off. Knowing that the right-handed fielder is on the fence there at sweepers, he had to run around the ball.
Britz, same thing, hits it again to that fielder, but this time around no fumble, and they just run for 1.
It's Dale and Finn down there. Shackleton just directing traffic.
And what,
Sorry, Rousseau just faced the 1 delivery. He's on 4 already.
yeah, that welcome ball from the bowler Abrams, and the bowler now at least bowling to 2 right-hand batsmen, so it will make his job slightly easier instead of always adjusting between left and right. And bowls a dot ball there to Dani Rousseau.
Also
So
turning
far-
it away from the right hand is a little bit easier.
So far, good over so far from Sean Whitehead. Good comeback from his first over, but still 1 ball to go, so let's not curse him. Let's wait for the over to end. Just nudges it down leg for 1. Thought of the second run, but it was going to be a dangerous one. And that finishes the over from Whitehead, who had in his first over 11 runs. This one just went for 3 runs. So beautiful it went for 4 runs. So beautiful over from Sean Whitehead, and good recover. That run rate so far still on 7 runs and over. So I'm sure both teams would be slightly comfortable, but I'm sure Tuskers would be looking for more sticks. They would be happy if they had more wickets in them, and more wickets, batsmen out.
Yeah, look, if you look at the equation, it's 91 of 78 deliveries. I don't think that Storm has got a lot of pressure on them. The pressure will all be on the Tuskers to take wickets. They realize that they're not going to stop the Eastern Storm from getting the runs.
Looks like change of bowling. Taylor has swapped ends. He's now bowling from the north end. And let's see if that change will do him good. His first over was very expensive. It went for 14 runs. He will also now look to improve from his first over. That would hit. I bowled a straight one to the fielder there. Bowled a straight one to the batter, Dane Rousseau. Hit it straight to the captain and it hit him on his shin there. I didn't see him rubbing it. I don't know if he's just trying to.
Erlang is old school. Erlang's old school. Although that will be throbbing, he will not show any pain.
He won't show pain. He doesn't want to show the batter that I'm feeling pain. Lela still bowling to Dane Rousseau, and Dane Rousseau hitting it again to the captain, but this time not hitting his shin. Captain Erlang fielding it with his hand. I'm sure Lela now would be quite happy, Tabiso, so far that he's got 2 dot balls. That would give him some confidence, especially getting a call up to now come and be part of the team, having not played in their game on Friday against the Mpumalanga Rhinos. Oh, beautiful bowling from Lela. Did not even bother to appeal. Beautiful bowling, good pickup. What a beautiful ball from Lela.
Lovely shape, taking it away from the right hander and just that little bit of rise off the seam. And a big thick outside edge. Rousseau back in the hats after he played that first delivery so brilliantly. Looked to be positive. Only scoring 5 runs and the second wicket down for the Eastern Storm. They must be very careful. They fall into that trap of losing wickets at critical times because now they need partnerships. The equation is still in their favour. It's 91 of 75. But wickets in hand is what they'll need in the end.
Yeah, no, definitely. Quite right there. They will need to keep wickets in hand, but score those runs. And partnership is what they would need more now between the captain, Grant Thompson, who's coming in now to replace Dane Rousseau. They'll need that from the both Britz and the captain. The captain hasn't really scored runs so far, even though they've now played 5 and won 5, this team. He hasn't managed. I think he missed the second game, Grant Thompson, but has played all the other 4 games. This being his 6th, and he hasn't scored runs, so maybe this is his day to score runs. And if anything, the team would need him. If there's any day that they need him, it's now, especially with Lebe. Not maybe the chance of him batting, I don't think so. So he will need to have a good partnership himself and Britz. Sitting outside in the dugout is Devan Mare, the man also in good form, who scored that fantastic 87 of 51 balls against the Yati. I'm sure he'll be keen to come in and bat. Beautiful, talented young man. That Devan Mare.
Very, very great prospect. But the captain has got a bit of a job to do. He has to play a captain's innings here. He's played for the Lions, also for the Titans in his career. 36 years old.
Oh, was that a missed shot, or was that a directed shot? It looked like a bit of an edge. It wasn't his intent to hit it there.
Yeah, I want to hit that a lot straighter than it was. And Lela, after the bit of a disastrous first over, where Sekakune took a liking to him, all of a sudden the tail's up and finding the outside part of the bat.
Yeah, and hitting it just on the money. They're bowling it beautifully. So this great comeback in this over, and even got a wicket. So Lela's doing very well so far. Running in now and bowling into Britz. And Britz hits it straight to the captain, Erling, who stops it. Grant Thompson thought of running, and between the two batters, yes and no's, and eventually settled for the no. Because if they had run, that was going to be a risky one. And fortunately for them, they did not. Erling actually did well to stop that. If he had gone past him, I think if it was not 3 runs, it was going to be definitely a bounder.
Yeah, well backed up there by Sean Gilson. Shows you how backing up your fielders is so important. If there's a stumble.
And those are basics, isn't it? Basics of cricket. You always back up. Slightly down leg and moving a bit, and Britz is just nudging it down to that man at square leg for 1 to finish off the over at 56 for 2. And Hela, great comeback from him in this over. So 1 run, 16 runs and 1 wicket in 2 overs. So great comeback from Hela.
What a comeback, only 2 runs and a wicket, and the big wicket of the wicket keeper, Donnie Rousseau. You can see that mid-wicket conference there, just breaking down their chase, which is very important when chasing a score. You need those little milestones. Where do we want to go from here? Are we going for 75? Let's get that down to 80 runs of, and then just those little bites that you take off the cake. As we see Budaza coming back.
Yeah, I wonder if Erling, because this is playing that just rotate the bowlers around so that the batsmen don't settle, or is it just the batsman not giving him, bowlers not giving him enough? That's why, because Sean Whitehead also went a little bit expensive, so now changing. But seeing Budaza come from the south end and bowling to Britz. And bowls a slightly fuller one just outside off stump, and Britz just nudges it to that field in the covers for 1. And he's going to now be bowling to the new man, the captain, Grant Thompson.
It's very easy to fall into a trap where you see the leading run scorer of the tournament. Britz is starting to settle. He's starting to play more comfortable cricket. To fall into that trap of just giving him the ones, but you're also allowing him to settle, not really building pressure. So they're very happy bowling at the new batters coming in. They must just be careful to wary not to give too much of the easy runs to a Britz.
Is that not a bounce ball? Yes, I thought as much. I think a bit naughty there from Kagiso Rapulane. I think he also knew that it bounced before, after leaving the bat from Grant Thompson. Spectators catch that, but definitely not out. But
trying to wheel up the lovely crowd that we do have. A couple of gazebos out. We got a couple of people enjoying something cold to drink. We've got people in the grandstand, on the grass embankments. It's a lovely day to come and watch cricket.
yeah, no, beautiful. Good family out kind of a day where you could just come, sit in the stand, sit in the grass embankment, and watch some cricket under this beautiful sun. And Grant Thompson this time hits it again to Rapulane, who now misses it, misfumbles it, and goes through for 1. But the sweeper at least backed him up there, managed to pick it up and save that boundary. But just Grant getting 1.
Yeah, Dalen Finn making sure that's only the 1. And at the moment, I think Thompson's playing clever cricket, just making sure we keep rotating the strike. The achieved run rate is around about 6.8. They need 7.6, so they're right in it. Nothing to get too panicky about.
And Britz loves that shot. Hits it nicely, doesn't look to hit it hard, and gets 1 again through that cover region. Runs for 1. So yeah, you're quite right, man. I don't think at this stage they need to be risking it. All they need is to do exactly that. Just rotate the strike, get as close as possible to the target, and then you can decide, especially when you've got wickets in hand, then you can decide to accelerate. At this stage, you don't need much of a risk.
It's one of those scenarios where all the pressure is on the fielding team because they need wickets.
Grant Thompson missed out on that one, but yeah, Budaza bowling a slightly straighter one to Grant Thompson, who I think could have done slightly better with that to get runs.
Yeah, Budaza is a wily customer. busy with his third over already, so you got to feel that the Eastern Storm feels that, all right, he's only got one in the bank. Pretty soon they got to bring in the other spinners. They got to bring in Gilson. They've got to bring in Erlang himself. Abrams already bowled 2.
Oh! If that was a direct hit, I think Grant Thompson would have been found wanting there.
Oh.
Hit it straight to the fielder who just picked it up and threw at the wickets at the non-strikers end. And I think that if Hurt was a direct hit, I think he was gone.
I think he would have just kept running. I think he would have made a big circle and kept running to the dugout because he knew that was a bit of a suicide run. It was the captain Erlang on his right hand side. He lovely bounce off the ball as well. And oh my word, from the reaction of Erlang, the way he threw his hat, you got to feel that just bounced over the stumps.
Yeah, Erlang has been quite busy on the field, fielding around, and the ball has been hit a lot. Quite a good fielder, and that one very, very unfortunate not to get a run out. Sean Whitehead now coming on the south end, swapping ends again, coming from the north end, sorry, to bowl to the captain, Grant Thompson. And Grant looks to pick it up, but hits it to that fielder, Budaza at 45, but just enough to get across for 1 run.
Yeah, great comeback in the previous over, only going for 4 runs. Did Whitehead after going for 11 in his first.
And Britz just knocks that one to the leg side for 1. And I think at this stage, Whitehead would be happy with it was just 1. Especially after that start of his first over, where he went for 11 runs, similar to what Smelane did for Eastern Storm. Again, Grant Thompson nudges it through that cover area, and the sweeper Abrams there from the boundary picks it up, and they just managed to run 1.
You just see that last delivery, Whitehead just slowed it down through the air. Just gave it a little bit more flight, and might be the plan just to completely take the pace off the deliveries.
Yeah, and I think that one there, Britz would be slightly disappointed because slightly short. He could have picked it up, especially with that field very, very open on the leg side, but he just managed to just hit it again to that 45 region where Budaza is fielding, just on the other side of square leg. Oh, beautiful bowling from Tom, right on the toes to Grant Thompson from Sean Whitehead.
That was a bit unexpected. You can even see the reaction from Thompson. Didn't expect that. Great bowling by Whitehead. Fired it into those toes. Lucky to get the wood in the way.
Yeah, that was his quicker ball. Oh, Grant Thompson nudges it, and Budaza, the 2 fielders not talking, but is that Ndlela who picked it up, finally taking a beautiful catch. At some stage I thought they were going to collide. They were not communicating, Ndlela and Budaza. But Ndlela took a beautiful catch to dismiss the captain, Grant Thompson.
And that would have been Ndlela coming second if that was a collision. Budaza is a bit of a unit. And no communication, but luckily for them, again picking up a wicket at crucial times. This time the captain, Grant Thompson, continuing his torrid run of runs, or lack of runs. 5 from 9 deliveries, and oh my word, this could actually come down to the wire, Colin.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like it's gonna go there, and Grant Thompson, it definitely owes the team some runs. He hasn't scored runs so far in this competition, and the man coming in now to replace Grant Thompson is Devan Mare, the youngster, the 19-year-old, who's now coming in to replace the captain. Quite in good form. Scored 87 runs not out for Eastern Cape Inyati in the Eastern Cape there in East London. So you feel very, very confident with himself, and if anything he will look to continue from where he left off.
They need a bit of a partnership. Every time this partnership goes to a 20 or a 30 runs, a wicket falls. The third wicket has fallen now. 10 overs gone. They're halfway through the innings. As we see Erlang coming into the attack. 64 for loss of 3.
Yeah, similar stage. Remember, at some stage when Tuskers were batting, the batter, was it Nipper, who was looking for partners to stick around with him. It's now Britz who's looking with someone who can stick around with him to just build a partnership so that they can get close to the score, because they need 81 runs of the 60 balls. And a change of bowling from the south end. It looks like it's the captain himself, Michael Irlang.
Now Devon Murray, the 19-year-old, actually very close to becoming a 20-year-old. His birthday is on the 15th of October, so only a few days away. So early happy birthday. Got a bit of a job to do here. Britz facing up to Erlang. Got himself in a bit of a tangle with their delivery. Erlang's been around for a while. He's a wily customer, so he's been doing this for a minute.
Very experienced campaign.
Just see that slight pause in the action, trying to get Britz off his rhythm. Britz just happy to knock it down to long on for 1. Devon Murray was part of the South African under-19 squad.
Yeah, no, he played very well in that World Cup squad, and that's where the captain, the coach, Jeff Toyan, actually just finalized it to say, this man must stay with us, and they signed him up with a professional contract. So it's good to see him coming at this level and continuing that runs, getting runs even at this level. So very good from this young man, very good prospect.
Average is 29. But his strike rate is very impressive. It's 140. His strike rate. So, and he's already played. This is his 17th T20 match. So he's been on the go. Got off the mark there with a single in that cover region. Oh, this one just dropped short, and 2 bounces to that man at deep square.
That ball deserved more than just that 1 run. Should have been a boundary. That was a terrible ball from Erlang. But I'm sure Britz will be disappointed with himself that he couldn't manage to get that off for boundary.
And that same fielder comes into play now. Devon Murray just keeping the scoreboard ticking. That is the end of the over. It's only 4 runs coming from that Erlang over. It's 68 for the loss of 3. And will we see Whitehead continuing? Oh no, they're bringing in the changes, aren't they? It is Carl Nipper, the top scorer of the innings, coming in to the attack.
It looks like it's a clear strategy from the captain that he's not going to keep anyone to bowl long. They're going to bowl 1 and 2 overs, and then he swaps them around.
Now Carl Nipper scoring that 67 of 48. He's now going to take the ball. And still a lot of spinners in this ACDC Tuskers setup. Another left armer. No pace on the ball, but it doesn't matter because Devon Murray has said, thank you very much. You aim it at my pads, I'm going to sweep it past Budaza. It's 4 runs.
Yeah, good welcome for the batsman, Devon Murray, and the bowler Nipper just giving him a present there, and he just clipped it there for 4 runs.
Yeah, the 36-year-old Nipper. He's got 4 for 15 is his best bowling figures in T20 cricket. Oh, lovely cricket, just a drop and go, very soft hands. And that's what makes Devon Murray such a good prospect for the future, is his very mature way that he approaches an innings.
Yeah, I know he's got a very good head on his shoulders. It doesn't show that he's a young man.
Oh, this one works around the corner. This will go down to the fence as well. It is the second boundary. What's the signal from the umpire? And he says there's a bit of wood on that one. 4 runs given.
I'm sure Britz won't complain. Any way they come, he'll take them and moves him to 28 runs.
And all of a sudden, a little partnership just forming between these two. Already 13 runs coming from it.
Amazing what boundaries do to an over. 2 overs, 2 boundaries in this over. That's far. Just disturbs the over or the bowler.
Just knocking this one down to that vacant mid wicket. Looks like Chad Laycock picking it up and just underarming, gently throwing it to Carl Nipper. One more delivery to go in his first over. Devon Murray just pushing it down to a long off. That closes out the over once again. There's only 8 overs left. 12 gone. It is 79 for the loss of 3.
Yeah, join us in commemorating a significant milestone, 30 years of democracy in South Africa. Cricket South Africa has forged a path where every man and woman can embrace the joy of cricket, fostering inclusivity, access and excellence. Here's to 3 decades of progress and to many more years of changing lives through the spirit of the game.
Oh, and what a game it is, Colin, what a game it is. And that opportunity, we mentioned earlier, it's the 2nd year that women's cricket has been contracted, becoming 2nd season, and thanks to Hollywood Bets also coming on board there. You've seen such a coming together of communities because of this great game of cricket. Sean Gilson into the attack.
Change of bowling again.
Clear plan by Erlang.
So even himself, the captain, didn't bowl much, changed himself.
Yeah, it's one of those scenarios where, because he has so many spinners, he can just rotate, keep rotating them around each other. And he says, hold on, I'm not going to have you settle and just bowl at me. And Devon Murray says, that's my first maximum.
Yeah. Beautiful shot from the young man.
Just shows you the confidence and exuberance of youth. No fear cricket, he just picked it up. The 3rd delivery and he said, hold on. And he smashed it into those grass embankments. A lovely shot. Bit of a conference with Erlang. Says, oh, we didn't expect that so early. Very strong leg side field. He's got a deep square, deep mid wicket. And long on the fence, which is a very wide long on. It's got long off and the sweeper boundary covered. Coming around the wicket to Murray, who picks out that man at sweeper fence, and Lela.
Yeah, quite a nice shot. And good, as you said earlier on about this young man, that, you know, even after hitting the 6, most batsmen will become greedy and look to go for another big shot. And here he is, punching it just for 1 to go to the other side. That will help him because on the other side, he'll come down a bit, think about his game plan and continue from there. Unlike most of the time you hit boundaries and you think now you own this game and you want to carry on and the next one gets you out.
Big appeal. Sean Gilson is interested. Cameron Shackleton just picked up the ball. He's not interested. And you know it's not out when your fine leg is not appealing.
Yeah.
You know it's not out.
And especially if the keeper is not interested as well, then you know it's not out.
Oh, moving across. Is this down his throat? No, it is. Good connection. And Britz says, I want a piece of you as well. That's a maximum.
Beautiful shot from Chris Britz. There's that sign from these 2 batters with those 2 shots that maybe they've decided let's just accelerate a little bit. Let's not put ourselves under pressure that we look to finish it late. Let's do the hard yards now, right in the middle.
Yeah, and they've targeted Sean Gilson at the moment. Again, after the boundary, they will double up. Great placement by the leading run scorer in the tournament this far, Chris Britz. That brings the over to an end. 13 gone, 94 for the loss of 3 wickets. With this partnership taking a bit of shape, it's 30 already in this partnership.
15 runs from that over, very expensive over. The spinners are getting hit in this game. Very expensive overs, especially their first overs.
Yeah, as we see that Adlong realizes that they're very comfortable against the spin. Bringing back a man that's at bowled well. It's Abrams coming back in the north end. Still in discussion. Adlong still getting his plans around. The equation is very much in the favor of the Eastern Storm. 51 of 42.
Sure. No, and they should back themselves to chase. And I think that was partly the reason when they immediately won the toss to say we will field first. I think it was based purely on the fact that they know that they are good chasers.
Oh, straying onto the legs. Will they double up? Yes, they will. Devon Murray coming back. And it's a wild throw. It's a massive wild throw and way over the keeper's head. And just shows you what pressure does. That first run just put all the pressure on the fielders.
Yeah, no, definitely. Good running between these two. Looks like there's a good understanding between the two of them. And Murray made it out quite comfortably at the end.
Just a single down the ground. Gilson picking it up. Abrams adjusting his line. He picked up the very big wicket of Kabelo Sekhukhune, and it just comes to your point that you made earlier of every now and again getting greedy. And we could see that with Sekhukhune had 2 boundaries already in the over, so he didn't need to go for the third.
Exactly.
Oh, and this is a big wicket. Massive wicket. It is the big wicket of Britz, and what a change by Adlong, bringing back his strike bowler and picking up the mammoth wicket of Britz just as a partnership is forming again.
Yeah, Gert, what a big wicket this, and exactly at the time that they needed one. And even worse, they're getting the man who's in good form in Britz. So a very, very big wicket this from Abrams, doing the team very well.
Fantastic bowling. He's been doing it the last couple of games. He's just been that pick of the bowlers. He just looks like something's going to happen in his over. And Abrams doing a fantastic job. And a big wicket. And once again, partnership in the 30s gets broken at a crucial time. The equation's still very much in the favor of the Eastern Storm. But 4 wickets down already. If they could pick up 2-3 quick wickets here, all the pressure goes back to the batting side.
100%, and technically maybe 5 down. And if you get a wicket like Britz, who's your man in form, leading run scorer in the tournament, it puts that element of doubt in the team to say, can we not, you know? So a very, very good wicket from Abrams, putting this game now right back towards in favor of the Tuskers. Even though occasionally wise 48 runs to win from 39 balls, you still put your money on Eastern Storm to win this, but with these wickets falling, if they get another 1 or 2, it will definitely put a big element of doubt in the Eastern Storm camp.
The man who did a lot of running on the field, Visser in with Devon Murray, and you've got to feel that Devon Murray is the big fish now. If they can get him out in the next over or 2, oh, the pressure will be on the Eastern Storm. Oh, big appeal. Almost chance of a run out as well. It's a comedy of errors. He was taking a stroll down memory lane, was Visser.
There's everything in that ball. There was an appeal for an LBW, there was a run out, and then a misfield, and then 1 run. All in.
Oh my word, that was a bit of a time period in play. And we saw that with Whitehead in the ACDC Tuskers when he also took a trip down the crease and he got a run out. It nearly was a deja vu. Leg byes given. Oh, lovely backward, lovely cut shot. Went in out, leaned back and cut, and that was very close to his body. but it didn't look like it phased him one bit. Lovely bit of timing.
Oh, what a beautiful shot from Devan Murray. Beautiful hands there. He was in control throughout that shot. Beautiful shot. And it takes the Storm to get them there 102 after 13.5 overs. Beautiful shot there by Devan.
Just letting Budaza go down to the fence, bringing in his long off. They might feel that Devan Murray is not really going to go downtown. Already scored his boundary for this over. He's on 22 of 12. Very interesting shot there by Devan Murray.
Yeah, sort of like a defensive pull or something.
Yeah, maybe he tried to play that a bit finer, but this did not look comfortable against the short ball.
No.
But that is the end of the over. 103 for the loss of 4. 14 gone, 6 overs to go. But more importantly, the equation is 42 of 36.
Yeah, still very much in favor of the batting side. But cricket is cricket, anything can happen.
So again, 2 quick wickets. You take that wickets column, you take it to 6. And with Libber, who might not be able to bat because of the stitching in his hands, well, that makes that basically 5 down, as you mentioned earlier. Sean Whitehead coming back into the attack. Changing ends once again. He's very much a north-south bowler, coming from the south end.
Yeah, he's bowled 2 from this end, now he's bowling this 4th one and the last over from the other end.
There was a bit of excitement there. Sean Whitehead was eager. Cameron Shackleton is on his haunches. He can't believe that that's not been given out. And
Was he appealing for a catch there or a nick inside edge?
like it was just an inside edge. And Cameron Shackleton is absolutely distraught. He felt he had his man there. It's a big wicket of Murray as well.
Oh,
And this time round the ball just keeps low. And Sean Whitehead says, you won't give me the nick, I'll just take the stump.
yeah, just make sure and bowl him out because then you don't need the umpire to decide for you.
Oh, and all of a sudden, momentum shift. ACDC Express Tuskers are right in it.
Definitely, and a big wicket that because Devan Murray is the man that did the damage on Friday when he scored that 87 runs. So they were looking at him to score the runs here. But as I said earlier, you know, you get those 2 big guys out, your 2 big wickets out, big element of doubt now in the team because these guys have not been batting. So they haven't had the middle or the time in the middle.
Yeah, Aaron Fisher has only faced the 1 delivery thus far. Devan Murray just didn't look like he was going to go out, and all of a sudden, it is that golden arm of Sean Whitehead has just snuck through and bowled him off stump.
Yeah, just kept low.
Oh, so again, momentum shift, 5 down, half the team back in the dugout.
103 for 5, stroke 6. So
Yeah.
now I'm sure the hope is there for ACDC Express Tuskers to say maybe we can win this one.
Oh, the belief must be there. They must be there. Those clutter of wickets. Again, we spoke about it earlier. They mustn't fall into the trap. 46 for 1, 54 for 2, 64 for 3, 97 for 4, and now 103 for 5. Just shows you every interval there's just wickets. And very happy just to get off the strike.
Yeah, no, Khan, I'm sure would be happy, and he would look to get Fisher as the recognized batter to get him on the strike.
Yeah, you need to get him on strike and make sure that Fisher gets bowled. But again, Fisher's only faced the 1 delivery thus far, which was a very close LBW appeal. Oh, look at the flights on that one. Sean Whitehead giving it all air. And after his first over went for 11, he's got 2 balls to go in his 4th, and he's only gone for 20 and picked up 2 wickets as well.
Completely different bowler from what he was in that first over.
Another dot, another dot. Now the 10s are coming to play. 41 or 31.
You can see even the Eastern Storm, in terms of runs now, there's a bit of a doubt, I think.
Great running. Just the one, Visser off the mark. Face the 4 deliveries, and we mentioned earlier it's going to be coming down to the wire. 40 of 30. You need one big over to really take it away from the fielding team, but you need one more wicket here.
Yeah.
One more wicket you've got to hold to bowl at, and all of a sudden the pressure goes back onto the batting team, which that wicket has done. The big wicket of Devon Murray. First we saw Chris Britz go, and then all of a sudden Devon Murray, big fishes, back in the pond.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to become very interesting.
105 for 5 after 15, 5 overs left, and change of bowling from the north end, and Lela comes back. He bowled 2 overs for 16, and I don't know if the captain will be looking to bowl him right through, or he'll be changing them around as normal, as he's been doing the whole inning. And in a way, it sort of worked with him with Sean Whitehead picking up those 2 sticks, and especially picking up the big one there of Devon Murray.
Lela went for 14 in his first, and he came back with a beautiful delivery to pick up a wicket. Oh, bit of a flash outside off stump. Visser says, oh, I needed a piece of that. Just shows you what pressure does.
Definitely. And those dot balls from the previous over now putting pressure, but now they feel like they are behind and they want to score runs. And now instead of looking for ones as well, that shot was looking for a boundary.
In the situations, you sometimes get yourself trying to hit the ball too hard instead of just timing it. Oh, lovely ball in the block hole.
Yeah.
And Lela came back, and it's 2 up, and Khan coming back. And oh, big appeal. Oh, that was a very, very close call.
Oh, and the umpire, Yanni Erasmus, is not out.
Oh, you can see Chad Laycock's hands is in front of his mouth. Everyone is just distraught. How did he make his ground? And Khan calling for that second. Oh, that would have been disastrous. The last thing that Eastern Storm needs is a run out. And Aman Khan just making his ground. Oh, this one hit straight past the bowler, over his head. Sean Gilson doing great work, covering a lot of ground, sliding in, and the intent from Visser is clear.
Yeah, no, definitely clear. And Ren got 2 runs from that, this time comfortably, unlike the previous one. Khan made it nice and comfortable.
Now they must not get panicky. Both of these teams. Oh, disaster.
No ball.
Disaster. That is not what you want in a close contest. And Lela been bowling well. And then all of a sudden the front foot no ball comes in.
Yeah, giving them a free hit is not what they would be looking for.
Yeah, Adelang, just look at that facial expression from Adelang saying, hold on, how are you going to fix this now? Remember, free hit. The good thing for the Tuskers is that Khan is on strike. He's only faced the 1 delivery, so not really set yet.
Yeah, and the beauty for Erlang is that because it's a new batter facing, he could change the field as well. So that's in his advantage. But the beautiful part of it is it gives Khan that freedom to open up his arms.
Oh, he went for it, and a great comeback by Ndlela.
Yeah,
That's
he tried.
exactly what we were saying, trying to hit it too hard.
Yeah, he tried to go for it, but ended up not getting anything. Now he's blaming the bat.
Yeah, it's never the craftsman. It's always the equipment. Just asking for a new bat. And just a bit of a break as we get equipment change for Aman Khan. And exciting news, Collins. We had it with the box now.
Yeah.
Proteas Friday is back.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Let's paint the nation green and gold every Friday as we stand behind our Proteas women in the ICC T20 World Cup. Wear your Proteas jersey with pride and show the world our unbeatable spirit and catch all the action live on Supersport. Hashtag always rising. Woza nawe. Oh, and this World Cup, it's becoming a great festival for women's cricket.
Yeah, no, women's cricket has definitely gone up. You can see it in watching the World Cup. Very, very exciting. And we wish all our Protea ladies best of luck. We were very close last time. We're looking to now get that trophy and bring it home.
Oh, bragging rights for the ladies if they can bring it home. They'll tell you that that Protea's lunch will go differently when the conversation is there. Okay, change of equipment. Aman Khan on strike and Lela. And this time the bat did not help him whatsoever. Probably telling the batter, get the old one back. That's straight through him. He went for the shot again, and that's leg stump, rocked back. Wicket time for the Tuskers.
Yeah, the wicket time and at the right time for them. Eastern Storm not looking to get the wicket there because it now puts them in a really, really spot of border. And you can now even see with Shavir Khan, who has not been batting in this team because the batters have been doing the job. So for them, it's also this new batter, a batter who doesn't really feel confident because he hasn't been batting. It puts Eastern Storm seriously under pressure, and I'm sure the hope for ACDC Express Tuskers has gone up because now they can see themselves winning this game. And remember, you still have Leber who's injured, and looking at the dugout there, it doesn't seem like he's there. We don't know whether he's back from hospital, but I doubt if he will bat. So technically that 1-1-1 is for 7.
Yeah, and this is not good news for the Eastern Storm. Shavir Khan has played the 5 matches. His average is not the best. It's 3.5. His strike rate is 77. So not known for his batting abilities. He's a brilliant left-arm bowler. From Dundee Junior School. So the Tuskers got to feel that they've got this in the bag.
Good bowling there from the young man Taylor.
Yeah, surviving the free hit, breaking a bat and then breaking the stump. Probably go back and say the guys brought me the wrong bat. It was way too light. I was through the shot too early. And Lela, after going for 14 runs in his first over, is now 2 for 22 with 1 ball to go in his third.
Yeah, great recovery from him, and he'll look to finish this over strong.
Which he did. Dot ball right down to backward point, and Jonty cleans it up, and all of a sudden it gets very, very tight. The 10s are in play again. Nelson on the board. It's 1-1-1 for 6.
Yeah.
And it's 34 of 24. Colin, where do you think this is going? Where's your scales tipping?
This game is now open for both teams now to take it. And, you know, you always, as a batter, you would think maybe the batting team has still got it for them. And I think with Fisser maybe still there, the team would back themselves that he will take it for them. However, if Tuskers is to get, if anything here, get Fisser's wicket, I'm sure they will now feel, no, the job is done.
And that should be the go-to wicket now is Visser. Michael Adlam back into the attack, and Visser moving right across his stumps. Just the one. Fantastic fielding on the fence.
Yeah, thought about the second, but beautiful fielding there at the fence.
Dalen Finn down there. It's very quick across the park, is young Finn.
He was on the other side the other time. Could see that they back him there at the boundary. He's doing a fantastic job.
Bit of a conversation there.
Yeah, the two old men there exchanging some wise knowledge there amongst each other. John T maybe just telling the skipper that Just bowl it slightly outside off.
Oh, falling away in the shot is Khan. He wanted to really smear that through the offside. Erlang off behind it. Is he going to stop it? No, he's not going to stop the second.
Oh, beautiful running between those two batters to get 2 runs there. Erlang chased it. A good 100-meter sprint.
He'll be out of breath.
And he must still bowl.
Aaron Visser definitely the one that needs to carry his bat. His average is closing in on that 22, but his strike rate is 117. This one, Aman Khan again, just trying to hit the maker's name off the delivery. And all the pressure building. It's pressure building, 31 off 20. 2 deliveries to go.
Yeah, looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Oh, lovely. Did he find the gap? Lela picking it up. Just the 2. They can just continue to tick along the 2s, get the doubles.
That's all they need. If you don't get the boundaries, just keep running those 2s. You get closer and closer to it, and you bring those runs to win closer to the amount of balls that are left. Then you highly back yourself.
Very interesting shot around the corner there by Khan. Another single. Erlang closes out the 17th over. 117 for the loss of 6. 28 from 18. They keep it in that 10 region, don't they?
Definitely. Definitely. And that run rate required is now going up at 9.3. So they will keep a close eye on that because they want to make sure that you don't leave double figures for the last over. You want to chase something under 10 in the last over, then you back yourself. But otherwise, if you're going to be chasing double figures in the last over, you already with that element of doubt because Khan is not an out-and-out recognized batter. And all the hope will be lying now on Visser to do the job for them.
I just wanted to ask you, what would you feel comfortable chasing in that last over? And I got to agree with you, anything in double figures is going to put a lot of pressure on Visser if he's still there. He's almost got to deny the single then. Pinch a bit of strike. Khan is 5 off 6. You can just see the Tuskers just calming everything down, just slowing the pace of the game. They're well within their over rate, making sure everyone's in the right area. This is a very big over because if this over goes for 5 or 6, a lot of pressure will be on the penultimate over.
And I think this delay is intentional. I think Michael Erlang is showing that experience and just slowing things down and delaying. And he would get Shavir Khan very eager, who now hits it straight to the captain and gets caught. Very, very clever and very tactical by Michael Erlang.
And Lela picking up his 3rd wicket. You could just see where he was aiming is going over that extra cover region, and he's been trying to hit the ball so hard but no real timing, and Erlang didn't have to move. That was straight down his throat.
Yeah, beautiful catch by him. And in Lela, all of a sudden becoming the pick of the bowlers.
Yeah, picking up 3 wickets already, and after disastrous first over, he's come back well. And oh, what a game we have on our hands. And it's never over till you've scored the last run, till you've picked up the last wicket. You mentioned it earlier, what a beautiful game we have. It's a great equalizer. You could be up now and then all of a sudden the scales have tipped and all the momentum has gone to the ACDC Express Tuskers. Eastern Storm can almost kick themselves that they're in this position, which they never should have been.
Definitely. And now you will see Andrew Rasamelana walking in. These are guys you don't want to be seeing walking in to combat because they are your recognized bowlers. As batters now, I'm sure in the dugout there you can see even the coach biting his fingers because you're now not really sure. 28 runs of 17 balls might be a huge task for guys like Andrew Rasamelana. Let's see with Nkela now bowling to the new bowler, if he will look to do what he did last time and bowl it right in the toes.
Very open stance, and he gets the gap. Backward point. And a boundary scored, and you were just saying that it's not the man you want to come in, and all of a sudden, talk about proving you wrong, Colin. Lovely timing. Didn't try and hit it hard like Khan did. Lovely timing, opening up with the face and beating Jonty there at backward point.
Yeah, no, beautiful shot that from Andrew Russellman. It's like he was intentionally saying to Colin, listen, you are very, very wrong. I am a batsman.
You said it earlier, all fast bowlers, they believe they should be batting in the top order. And he might just have a case if he takes it over the line for the Eastern Storm. Get bumped up 1 or 2 positions.
Yes, you can speak. Remember, he's the man that took the fiver. So today is his day.
Oh, past the outside edge. Lela searching for his 4th. And yeah, he bowled the last over, and he was 4 wickets in that last over. He picked up 3 and the run out of Whitehead, which you mentioned earlier, took a stroll down the track, and he just popped it into the stumps, and 4 wickets and no runs in that last over.
Yeah, no, beautiful. And Lela has recovered very nicely from that first over as well.
Oh, what fielding that was, and that was a bit silly.
Yeah.
He did such a good job to get down to the ball, and no need to throw it.
Unnecessary. There was no need for that. There was no need whatsoever, because there was no run. There was actually no need to even throw it.
Yeah, a bit of inexperience showing there. You mentioned it, a great comeback, fantastic comeback. 14 in his very first over. Got taken to the cleaners and then came back and did a fantastic job for his captain. Bowling brilliantly, picking up 3 wickets. In his next 3.5 overs, only going for 13 runs.
No, great comeback from him. Just a bit naughty there and showing a little bit of inexperience with that throw there from his own fielding. There was no need for it.
Oh, Fisher has gone for the big one. Has he got enough of it? Yes, he has. It is a 6er. It is a half a dozen. And Fisher says we're going to take her downtown.
Brilliant shot that from Fisher. Brilliant, brilliant shot. And as I said, with him there, they still have hope because he's your last recognized batsman. The rest...
This is not good cricket there. Fisher should have taken the strike there. They've doubled up. 15 from 12. Oh, it's getting very interesting.
Very, very interesting. It's going down to the wire. And yeah, I think they should have taken one there so that Fisher's got the strike as the batter. But maybe then again, Russellman would say, well, I also back myself as a batter, so don't worry, I don't mind having strike.
It could be the faith that we don't know about, the connection between the players. And it's one thing that, if you haven't been in the middle, that not everyone knows. It's just that feeling that you get when you're batting with someone, when you're bowling in the field. It's just that instinct that you have is, I got you, you got me, I got you. As we see Ziad Abrams coming into the attack, and this is the game changing over.
Yeah, definitely.
This is going to be the game changing over.
And somehow you'd feel that maybe Abrams is the man who can do that, because so far I think out of all the bowlers, he's the one who's been showing promise. Even though now he's just bowling from the south end, which is a new end for him. He's been first 2 overs of him, or 3 overs have been on the north end.
Oh, that's what he's been doing. He's been getting that shape away from the right-hander. This one, not shaping away, just straightening up on the line. See Fisher walking down to Rasamene and says, hold on, just get the single. Just a bit of a drop and go. The field is still very spread.
There's lots of ones. You get a bet on it, you get a 1. So Andrew Russellman just needs to get bet on it, but firstly he needs to get slightly in line with the ball because that one missed the edge.
Oh, what a lovely shot. Worked around the corner. Rasamene says 4 runs, I'll take it.
From the bet, because the umpire signaled 4.
Just straying onto the legs. This one, not any lateral movement on it. Just worked around the corner. Budaza had absolutely no chance getting close to that. Oh, 11 of 10. You've got to believe. You've got to believe.
Yeah, no, definitely. You've got to believe. But you see that 4. Immediately look at the field and their heads going down a bit. Maybe just a feel that maybe we are now losing this game.
Oh, and it's very nearly a comedy of errors there. Shackleton getting the ball into the bowler, just saying sorry to Rasamene. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
Luckily it was off the bat. Very interesting shot by Rasamene as well. Trying to sweep the pitch there.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly he was trying to do there, but good gentleman behavior there by Shackleton, going to apologize to the batter to say, no, listen, it wasn't intentional. That's good to see that this game has still got that good spirit.
Oh, and moving right across the stumps to that first stump, and Sid Abrams says, hold on, wasn't expecting you to do that. But a psychological warfare.
No, definitely.
He moved just before the delivery was bowled, and that is the difference that the players don't always realize is when you move. If
Yes.
the ball is bowled and you move, then the line doesn't move. But if you move before the ball is delivered, the line moves with you.
Quite disappointing, the reaction there from Andrew Rasimane. They shouldn't be doing that. The umpire has made a call. You as a player must just play. You shouldn't be questioning it, especially question it the way he's going on about it.
Yeah, and then losing his head completely, and oh, Visser was run out for all money. And again, you got to question the tactics from Rasamene here. I just think he's losing his head. It's the last delivery. And they took the one, and Visser hasn't faced one delivery in this over. Given Rasamene has done a great job, it's only 10 from 7. But it's going to put all the pressure onto that last over.
Yeah, his focus is still on that wide call that was made, which is the right call, by the way, from the umpire. He must just focus on the game and concentrate on what he needs to be doing.
Slower ball popped right over the head of the bowler. Rasamene coming back for a second. And again pinching the strike. Last over. You called it. It's no double figures. It's 8 from 6. 137 for 7.
Yeah.
And oh, the nerves. Who's going to hold their nerve? Who's going to give in first?
Yeah, and I see they're giving the ball to the experienced man, Budaza. So let's see who will give in this time. Is it the fielding team or the batting team?
All the pressure is on. You can just see new gloves coming out, a bit of water coming out. I think that is just to calm Rasamene down.
Yes.
You mentioned that reaction. Bolela Budaza coming in, only conceding 16 runs of his 3 overs. Has not picked up a wicket thus far. You can see the dugout. And a couple of batters he's batted up.
Lever.
Libba is back. He's
Libba's back.
sore hand and all bandaged up. Something should happen now. He'll come out. 8 from 6. Budaza into the man who took a 5er, Rasamene. Here we go. Last over. Oh, well played, well played. It's just the one.
That's what they want at this stage. Get Visser on the strike, and he can now go and sit on the non-strikers. And they're good to see Visser. I mean, Lever back. That's a good sign at least. And he's padded up and ready to go in.
It shows the character and what your team means to you. Doesn't matter in how much pain I am. Doesn't matter how much this glove burns. The life can come back later. 7 or 5. Budaza into Visser. Oh, he goes downtown straight. Did not time it. Gilson, he comes around. Great running. Rasamene coming back for the second. And he's cramping up. He's pulled something. He's not feeling well.
No, he's not feeling well at all. Something must have been pulled, and the physio goes in again to go check on him. But what an exciting over this is.
Oh, we said it's going to go down to the wire. It's 5 from 4. Rasamene is just giving us a bit of a breather. As the big frame of their physio, Kayla Nido, comes out.
And if you think the last game that they played, this ACDC Express Tuskers went to a super over.
Oh, what's the chance of us getting a super over, Colin?
So
Oh, that would be brilliant.
they are used to these kind of stages where a game gets tied and then they go to a super over. So what are the odds? What are the chances?
That would be fantastic. But then again, it's all about giving back. You can go to www.cricket.co.za, and if you're a student, this didn't happen in our time, Colin. 10 lucky students stand a chance to win up to 100,000 rand towards their outstanding tertiary fees by simply attending any T20 challenge game. It's as simple as that. Just attend, and you could win stand a chance to win 100,000 rand towards your tuition. Just go to www.cricket.co.za or their social media pages for more information. Terms and conditions do apply. Woza now a student challenge. Hashtag be part of it.
Yeah, what a pleasure. I wouldn't mind that.
I bet the parents wouldn't mind that as well. It takes a lot of pressure off.
Just by attending a match.
Watching this beautiful game of cricket, it gives you this sort of excitement. That's why these medical companies make such big money. It's all the pressure. Budaza into Visser. Oh, well bowled. Right to that block hole. Rasamene won't be able to come back for the second. Oh, this puts a lot of pressure.
Yeah, well bowled and well played, man. 4 from 3.
What does Visser now say to Budaza? Say, listen, we got liver padded up. Go for the big swing. I'm coming through. Doesn't matter what happens. You've got to feel that the Storm knows that the single is on board. Just making sure that everyone on the fence is about 10 meters off the fence for Rasamene. Oh, he goes for it. The big shot out to deep mid wicket. It's just the one.
Yeah, struggling with his run there. I don't see them running twos. Could see they're even running that one that Rasamene has already got a problem with that leg.
Yeah,
He must have pulled something.
Yeah, they're holding that hamstring. He's hobbling the one. He might be going off.
One injured man replaces another injured man.
Yeah, one is uptown, one is downtown. From the hamstring to the hand. Liver coming in. 3 from 2 deliveries. 142. That super over, you called it. That super over is in play, Colin.
It might be coming. It might be coming.
You gotta feel that. Doesn't matter what happens, this delivery, Liver will be going through for that run. Rasamene did a good job for his team. Retired hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a drop and go. That's the one they were looking for. Now it becomes interesting. Oh, 2 to win. 1 for a super over. Are we going to see it? Are we going to have another one? How's the Tuskers coaching staff keeping their nails?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't be doing this week in, week out. Get in these kind of situations.
you could actually hear their age clocks running in the dugout. Getting older by the second. Now the conference is on. Now the midfield conference is on. Erlang is there. Gilson is there.
Take us to the power play. 2 runs from 1 ball. I'm sure they're going to drop everyone in to just save Because he had three guys on the ring, 4 guys in the ring, but now he's brought some guys into the ring.
Ndlele's even asked Ndlele to come off about 4 or 5 steps off the ring. He's got deep mid wicket out just for the big shot. And he's got third man on the fence. Everyone else is in the circle. Budaza says, hold on. If he wants to go across the line, let him go across the line. It is the man that is injured. Libba. He's going to be facing Budaza. 1 delivery to go. 2 to win. 1 for a super over.
What a game. What a game. Right till the end. Going to the wire.
Oh, and it's a catch, and the Tuskers have won. The ACDC Tuskers have pulled off the most unlikely win. That was struck fiercely by Libba, and Erlang plucks it out of the air, and they've won by the smallest of margins of literally 1 run.
Yes, very, very amazing. Taking into consideration that their previous game went to a super over, to now take it down to the last ball and win. What a fantastic win by Tuskers, coming from actually most of this game they were out of it. And that delay again by the captain, similar thing happened where he delayed the game, and when the ball was bowled he took a catch. Exactly the same thing happened again in this last ball.
Just shows you it's never over till it's over. We were thinking that the Eastern Storm was walking it. All of a sudden that fall of wickets in regular intervals, that was the problem that they've had. We saw it in the first innings as well. They were 46 for 1, then 54 for 2, and then it went on 64 for 3, 97 for 4, 103 for 5, 111 for 6, 117 for 7, and then it just got worse from there. It's such small margins, but you've got to give credit. The ACDC Express Tuskers never got panicky. Erlang showed his experience with all the changes that he made. That big change when he brought Whitehead back. What a fantastic, when he got the big wicket of Murray. Oh, that changed the game.
Yeah, and they got wickets at the right time. They didn't allow Eastern Storm to settle. Only that partnership earlier on of Murray and the other batter. But after that, you could see that Eastern Storm, we actually were saying Eastern Storm are in it. They were in it most of the game, and quite fantastic job by the Tuskers to get a win from that situation. They were never looking comfortable at all throughout the game.
No, they were behind the 8 ball completely. Especially when they only scored 144 as well. We felt, oh, that's about 15 to 20 runs short. It ends up, it was 1 run enough. So there was a beautiful innings by Carl Nipper that set it all up for them. That 67 of 48. And that little partnership that he had with Cameron Shackleton as well, who scored 29, was the turning point. And then also, we got to mention that last over that Rasamene bowled. It swung the game back into the favour for the Storm, where he picked up 4 wickets, 3 of his own, and also a run out that he made. It was such a beautiful game of cricket.
No, beautiful cricket all round.
So from everyone, from us here, what a win it was for the ACDC Express Tuskers, winning the Eastern Storm here in Willowmoore Park in Benoni by 1 run. For the production team, thank you very much. Fantastic job. Thank you to the scorers. I'm going to leave the last word from the man from the East Rand, Colin Kawa. From myself, Kurt Maloney, have yourself a fantastic Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday. Drive safe. Keep it here on the Supersport channel, on the CSA Supersport channel. Colin, thank you for hosting us. It's been a fantastic game.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Kurt. It's been a pleasure to be alongside you, and hope the spectators at home or wherever they are, they've enjoyed this game. It was a fantastic, beautiful game this, and yeah, we'll see you again. Thank you. What a game.
What a game, huh? What a game.
Yo, what a cricket match.
Oh, that's what you want. That's what
I
you
was
want.
already saying this is going to a super over.
Yeah, I actually wasn't even thinking super over. I was just thinking, when they were